Sona moja ina aspirin kama kiungo. Sona moja, kitulizo kamili. Maumivu yakizidi, pata ushauri wa daktari.
Looking really good.
The baddest reggae showdown all over East and Central Africa. Jam Down KE comes to you straight. And the NTV kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 6. DJ alongside Miss Katiwa.
We have a lined up show for you, and the guest, of course.
This is yours truly, Marcia Griffiths. I will be live on NTV. Jam Down.
This coming Saturday,
10 p.m. till late.
It's gonna be great. Don't miss it.
Collect your invoice from our cash office at Times Tower Banking Hall or City Hall and Makadara offices and pay today only through the Nairobi County Revenue Collection accounts at Cooperative Bank of Kenya. You stand to gain 100% from the 100% waiver extension.
This is NTV.
Na mtazamaji, NTV Weekend imebaini kwa vifaa vya matibabu vya kujikinga dhidi ya virusi vya COVID-19 vyakaribia kuharibika katika bohari la taasisi ya uagizaji vifaa vya matibabu humu nchini KEMSA, huku ikiwa ni wiki mbili sasa tangu mkurugenzi mkuu wa mashtaka ya umma Nurdin Haji kupokea faili za uchunguzi kutoka kwa tume ya EACC inayopendekeza maafisa wakuu 6 wa KEMSA kufunguliwa mashtaka. Moja taarifa kuu siku ya leo, lakini kwanza vipasho.
I want to give them 24 hours to reverse the processes that they are trying to do and to ensure that the desks go to the appropriate schools that they were assigned to.
Waziri wa elimu Profesa George Magoha atoa makataa kwa shule za umma zinazodaiwa kuuza madawati ya umma kwa shule za binafsi.
We arrest them. We take them to Kondele police station and we charge them for their offense.
Takriban watu 100 watiwa mbaroni kwa kukiuka kanuni za kudhibiti maambukizi ya COVID-19, hususan kukosa barakoa. Joe Biden akaribia kuitwa rais mteule wa Marekani, huku ikidaiwa kwamba Donald Trump ana njama ya kukwama White House.
Paka rangi, it's something that is trending. As in, kila mtu anataka cool. Mimi nataka a unique color yenye ita attract attention.
Na katika makala ya Limbwende leo tunaangazia mitindo ya urembeshaji wa nywele kwa kutumia rangi.
Mubashara kutoka jumba la Nation. Hii ni NTV Weekendi na Jen Ngoiri.
Na barabara kabisa, basi furaha iliyoje kuungana nawe katika taarifa hizi za NTV Weekend kama ilivyo ada na desturi, na kusihi tuandamane sasa hadi tamati. Katika lugha ishara niko naye Flora Atino. Masomo yalitatizika kwa muda katika shule ya msingi ya Langas mjini Eldoret baada ya waziri wa elimu Profesa George Magoha kuzuru shule hiyo na kuelezea kutoridhishwa kwake na hali ya usafi. Na kama mwanahabari wetu Gabriel Kudaka anavyotuarifu, ilibidi walimu na wanafunzi wa shule hiyo kuanza kuokota takataka kabla ya kurejelea shughuli za kawaida.
Mapema hii leo waziri wa elimu aliwasili katika shule ya msingi ya Langas kutathmini hali na mazingira ya shule hiyo, hususan kuwasili kwa madawati mapya.
You are talking about the report. I'm talking about what is here on the
ground. You have noted. You are talking.
Unaweza enda. Can you step away from this meeting now?
Hata hivyo, mkurugenzi wa elimu kaunti ya Uasin Gishu Mbaka Gitonga pamoja na mwalimu mkuu wa shule hiyo walijipata mashakani kutokana na uchafu shuleni.
But we must ensure that all the children are in an environment that is suitable for them. I have also noticed that my field officers, especially the lower level of my field officers, only follow me when I come to inspect schools.
Ilibidi walimu na wanafunzi kushirikiana na vijana wa kazi mtaani kuokota takataka shuleni. Hata hivyo, waziri alizunguka katika madarasa kadhaa na kueleza kuridhishwa kwake na idadi ya madawati yaliyotolewa na serikali kuu.
I hope that by next week Friday we should be able to come out and say our children have got the 653,000 desks.
Aidha, waziri Magoha alitoa onyo kwa walimu wakuu wanaoshirikiana na maafisa wa wizara ya elimu kuuza madawati hayo.
Every desk must go to the school. We are not going to handle anybody with gloves. So if you want to take the risk to steal from those children you have seen in the classroom, then you can be sure that your destination is to hell direct.
Vilevile, waziri Magoha alizuru taasisi ya mafunzo anuwai ya Eldoret. Waziri wa elimu alidinda kujibu maswali kuhusu mikakati inayowekwa na serikali ili kudhibiti ongezeko la virusi vya corona katika shule, na badala yake akataka shule na taasisi mbalimbali za elimu kuzingatia kanuni za Wizara ya Afya. Gabriel Kudaka, NTV.
Na siku moja baada ya watu 75 wakiwemo wanafunzi 68, walimu 5 na wafanyakazi 2 kuthibitishwa kuambukizwa corona katika shule ya upili ya wasichana ya Bahati, shule hiyo imegeuzwa kuwa kituo cha karantini kutokana na idadi kubwa ya watu wanaojitenga. Shule hiyo ambayo ina wanafunzi 183 sasa imewatenga wanafunzi 115, huku wahudumu wa afya kutoka kaunti ya Nakuru wakifuatilia hali ya wanafunzi wengine 68 walioambukizwa. Kama njia ya kudhibiti usambazaji wa virusi, usalama uliimarishwa katika shule hiyo, huku amri ikitolewa kwamba hakuna mwanafunzi ataruhusiwa kwenda nyumbani. Ni mwanafunzi mmoja pekee amelazwa katika hospitali kuu ya Nakuru, huku wenzake 67 wasiodhihirisha dalili za COVID-19 wakiwa hali nzuri. Hata hivyo, hali ni tofauti katika shule ya upili ya Kiamana ambapo mwanafunzi mmoja amethibitishwa kuambukizwa corona. Masomo yaliendelea humo licha ya kuwa ni shule ya kutwa. Juhudi za kupata habari zaidi kutoka kwa naibu mkurugenzi wa elimu katika kaunti ya Nakuru hazikufua dafu. Wakati huo takriban watu 50 wamekamatwa katika kaunti ya Kisumu wakati polisi wakitekeleza amri ya kulinda kanuni mpya za kudhibiti maambukizi ya COVID-19 humu nchini. Watu hao 50 walikamatwa kwa makosa ya kutovaa barakoa katika maeneo ya umma kama vile masokoni katika kaunti ya Kisumu. Kamanda wa polisi kaunti hiyo ya Kisumu ya Kati, Peter Katam, anasema operesheni hiyo sasa itawalenga hata wanaotumia magari ya uchukuzi wa umma, bodaboda na tuktuk. Mbali na Kisumu, watu wengine walikamatwa katika kaunti za Murang'a, Mombasa na Nairobi. Hatua hiyo imechukuliwa siku 2 tu baada ya polisi kuamriwa kuhakikisha utekelezaji wa kanuni za kuzuia COVID-19.
Those who are failing to comply with COVID-19 rules, we deal with them accordingly. We arrest them. We take them to Kondele police station.
Unakuta matatu anataka kubeba passengers wengi na hawazingatii ile social distance. So tunataka watu ya matatu wajue ya kwamba wakifika Kisumu, kitu ile lazima watilie maanane ni kwamba mpaka kuwe na social distance in the vehicle kwa hiyo matatu, kwa hiyo tuktuk, kwa hiyo bodaboda, hakikisha kwamba unapepa watu kuzingatia mambo ya social distance, la sivyo utashikwa na utapelekwa kotini.
Na haya yakijiri, maafisa 6 kutoka mamlaka uagizaji wa dawa na vifaa vya matibabu humu nchini KEMSA wangali kukamatwa na kufunguliwa mashtaka licha ya tume ya EACC kumkabidhi rasmi mkuu wa mashtaka ya umma nchini Nurdin Haji faili za uchunguzi zilizofanyiwa marekebisho wiki 2 zilizopita. Haya yanajiri huku vifaa vya matibabu vya COVID-19 vya thamani ya shilingi bilioni 6.3 vikiwa katika hatari ya kuharibika katika mabohari ya KEMSA baada ya usambazaji wa vifaa hivyo kwa kaunti mbalimbali kusitishwa kutokana na madai ya ufisadi. Mwanahabari wetu Seth Olale ana maelezo zaidi.
Hatima ya wasimamizi wakuu 6 wanaohusishwa na kashfa ya uagizaji vifaa vya matibabu ya COVID-19 vya shilingi bilioni 7.8 ingali kubainika wiki 2 baada ya mkuu wa mashtaka ya umma Nurdin Haji kupokea faili za uchunguzi zilizorekebishwa na tume ya EACC. Haji anaomba subira.
Before you can go to court, you must have enough evidence to prosecute. We are not saying that there is no evidence. We are saying that the threshold has not been reached. So we've asked EACC and they are working very hard to ensure that the evidence is brought.
Jumla ya wafanyikazi 52 wa KEMSA walihojiwa huku kampuni 70 zikichunguzwa.
People will be prosecuted arising from what has happened at KEMSA. That is very, very, very critical.
Mnamo Agosti, Rais Kenyatta alipea tume ya EACC siku 21 kukamilisha uchunguzi, mbali na kuamuru Wizara ya Afya kuweka mitandaoni orodha ya kampuni husika na namna uagizaji ulifanywa KEMSA.
Karibu Mheshimiwa Rais.
Mapema wiki hii, Rais alielezwa kuhusu mabadiliko yaliyotekelezwa katika KEMSA, ila suala la upelelezi halikutajwa.
Going forward, we shall be using the platform of IFMIS and inviting them to register.
Na huku Wakenya wakisubiri hatua ya mkuu wa mashtaka nchini dhidi ya washukiwa, vifaa vya matibabu vya thamani ya shilingi bilioni 6.3 viko katika hatari ya kuharibika katika mabohari ya KEMSA baada ya tume ya EACC kuchukua stakabadhi zote zinazohusu shughuli ya uagizaji katika uchunguzi wake. Aidha, juhudi za mwenyekiti wa bodi ya KEMSA Kembi Gitura kumtaka waziri wa afya Mutahi Kagwe kuidhinisha usambazaji wa vifaa hivyo kwa kaunti mbalimbali ili vitumiwe na wahudumu wa afya ambao wamekuwa wakigoma kuhusu ukosefu wa vifaa hivyo zimeambulia patupu. Iwapo taasisi ya KEMSA itaamua kuuza vifaa hivyo vya matibabu kupitia bei ya sasa, basi Wakenya huenda wakapoteza shilingi bilioni 2.3, na hiyo ni kwa mujibu wa mkaguzi mkuu wa mahesabu Nancy Gathungu. Seth Olale, NTV, Nairobi.
Na baada ya taarifa hiyo, kama ilivyo ada, sehemu ya swali la leo tunakuuliza, je, una maoni gani kuhusu uchunguzi wa kashfa ya KEMSA unavyoendelea? Je, una maoni gani kuhusu uchunguzi wa kashfa ya KEMSA unavyoendelea? Sema nasi kupitia mitandao yetu ya kijamii, Facebook, Twitter @JaneGweri_official @NTV Weekend. Na mtazamaji, sasa tugeuze dira kidogo na kuangazia masuala kuhusu BBI, na ni kwamba madai ya usaliti yanatishia kusambaratisha kamati ya mchakato wa utangamano wa Wakenya BBI baada ya mmoja wa wanachama wa kamati hiyo, meja mstaafu John Sei, kudai kuwa ripoti ya BBI iliyozinduliwa ilijumuisha mapendekezo ambayo hayakuwa katika ripoti za Wakenya. Hata hivyo, katibu wa kamati hiyo Paul Mwangi amemshutumu Sei akidai kwamba anatumia uongo.
Mgogoro unatokota katika jopo kazi la BBI. Hilo limetokana na madai ya mwanachama wa kamati hiyo ya watu 14 John Sei kudai wanachama hawakuhusishwa kuandaa ripoti hiyo, kwani waliitwa siku 4 tu kabla ya uzinduzi. Sei anadai yapo mapendekezo kadhaa katika BBI yasiyoambatana na hoja asili za wadau. Miongoni mwa mapendekezo anayokana ni kuongezwa wabunge 70 zaidi, wadhifa wa msimamizi wa haki katika idara ya mahakama na nafasi za waziri mkuu na manaibu wake 2. Anadai idadi kubwa ya wanachama walipendekeza kubuniwa kwa nafasi ya kiongozi rasmi wa upinzani, kuwezesha ugavi wa mamlaka kati ya mshindi na mshindwa katika uchaguzi.
There is a measure of betrayal in that when The issue of constituencies came up. We said, if we had known, we would have discussed it. Or if we had known, we would not have signed.
Kulingana na Sei, kamati hiyo haikuwahi kukutana tangu mwezi wa Machi lilipoibuka janga la corona. Badala yake ni wataalamu walioachwa kushughulikia ripoti. Aidha, anadai waliitwa wikendi moja kabla ya siku ya Mashujaa kuisaini ripoti iliyochapishwa.
We expected to have a fully fledged discussion and comparison and reviewing and perhaps even correcting. But everything went quiet.
Lakini katibu wa kamati hiyo Paul Mwangi amemtaja Sei kuwa mwongo na kusema wanachama wote walihusishwa katika kuandaa ripoti hiyo. Kupitia mtandao wake wa kijamii, Mwangi anadai tangu mwaka 2018 Sei alikuwa akidai kushurutishwa na alitaka kamati kumpa ulinzi. Aidha, Mwangi anasema walimnasa Sei mara 2 akipiga picha za siri na kurekodi waliokuwa kijadili, hali iliyolazimu wanachama wengine kumkanya. Wakati huo huo, kiongozi wa Kenya Martha Karua, gavana wa Makueni Kivutha Kibwana, mwanaharakati David Ndii na wanaharakati wengine walifanya mkutano leo kupanga mikakati ya kukabiliana na ripoti ya BBI na kulinda katiba ya sasa. Vincent Odur, NTV.
Kwengineko, mahakama ya rufaa imekataa kubatilisha hukumu ya kifo iliyotolewa na mahakama kuu dhidi ya mfungwa Ruth Kamande aliyepatikana hatua ya kumua mpenzie kwa kumdunga kisu mara 22 mnamo Septemba mwaka 2015 mtaani Buruburu, kaunti ya Nairobi. Jaji wa mahakama kuu Jesse Lesit alimhukumu kifo Kamande mwaka 2017 baada ya koti kupata ushahidi wa kutosha kumweka hatiani. Kamande, ambaye alitawazwa kuwa mrembo wa gereza la wanawake la Lang'ata mwaka 2016, alikuwa amekata rufaa, lakini mahakama ikakataa kubatilisha hukumu. Mwaka 2016 Rais Uhuru Kenyatta alibadilisha hukumu zote za kunyongwa huku kifungo cha maisha. Na mtazamaji, basi hapo awali nilikuwa nimekuuliza una maoni gani kuhusu uchunguzi wa kashfa ya KEMSA unavyoendelea. Sir Bramwell Bokeke anasema anatazama kutoka Kawangware, anasema uchunguzi umejikokota sana, kwa hivyo kwa pia walihusika nyaya ya kukwepa mkondo wa sheria. Naye kuna Jim Rose Mudhi anasema sina imani hata kidogo, uchunguzi unaendelea kwa mwendo wa kinyonga huku wanaohusika wakiwa bado kwa ofisi, labda wanaendelea kupora mali ya umma. Natazama kutoka Gatwe huko ni Kirinyaga. Caleb Chauru anasema kuna mengi fiche na sina imani kamwe, tutapelekwa kando na kando, kisha yote tuyaweke kwa kaburi la sahau. Na mwisho tu kabisa YJ anasema kuna uchunguzi unaendelea kweli, na kama huko utakuwa ni danganya toto. Haya, kumbuka sio maoni yangu wala maoni ya NTV Weekendi, maoni ya watazamaji wetu. Endelea kusema nasi kupitia mitandao yetu ya kijamii Facebook, Twitter @JenNgoiriOfficial @NTV Weekendi. Kwa sasa tupumzike.
Jumia Black Fridays, 15th November at 11:59 p.m. Amazing deals, unbeatable flash sales and discounts every single day. Jumia Black Fridays, even crazier with DTB, 5th November at 11:59 p.m.
To help fight the spread of coronavirus, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of coronavirus in Kenya.
The Samsung BlueTech sale is back by popular demand. Up to 20% off on selected mobile devices, along with additional 50% screen replacement offer on the Galaxy S20 series. Enjoy up to 30% off on selected TVs, refrigerators, washing machines, and other home appliances. Don't miss out on these unbeatable deals. Visit your nearest participating Samsung dealer store to enjoy this and many more offers.
Mkate kweli ni select.
kwanza na kachai. Tunasema mkate gani tamu zaidi, wenye afya tele tena tosaidi, bei yake bado ni ile ile nafuu, na unapatikana karibu na wewe. Selecta. Mkate ni Selecta.
Epuka giza sasa na mshumaa wa Sumo. Mshumaa wa Sumo umetengenezwa kwa bidhaa bora zaidi na unakufaa wakati wote. Kila mara unapowaza kuhusu mwangaza katika nyumba yako, waza mshumaa wa Sumo. Unachomeka polepole bila kumwagika na hauishi haraka, hauna moshi wala harufu. Jipatie mshumaa wa Sumo katika duka lililo karibu nawe kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi, tembelea afisi zetu katika barabara ya Ndume Road, mkabala na Lungalunga Road, nyuma ya Carton Manufacturer, karibu na stage ya matatu ya Sinai. Unaweza pia wasiliana nasi kupitia 0722575619 au 0736028181. Ni mshumaa wa Sumo Kando kutoka Rock Industries Limited.
Please eat your breakfast.
Look, Ma, he lost his cape.
Not all superheroes wear capes. There are heroes all around us, like the ones that bring nutrition to millions of us every day.
Wow, am I a hero too?
Yes, you too. And your dad. He goes to the farm every day to make sure his grain is of high quality.
Superheroes have their own sidekick. Does Dad have his own sidekick?
Yes, they are his partners. They take the grain and produce this Nutri that you love so much. Then it gets to the local supermarket and we buy it from there. Nutri makes us stronger and healthier.
Strong like a superhero.
Yes, son. But do you know why your dad and his sidekicks are superheroes?
Because they make Nutri.
Every spoonful of Nutri comes loaded with the necessary vitamins, protein and minerals for you and your family to become healthier and stronger. Pick up a pack today from your nearest store. Nutri. Every spoonful counts.
Hello, Susan. Yes, you. Holding that pack. I know you've been avoiding me because in the past I've made you uncomfortable. Maybe even caused you pain. But I want you to know that I have changed. For you.
Aye, what is this?
You can love me again if you're willing to give me another chance. Meet me at aisle 4. Hey, Susan.
It's lactose free.
We know you love milk, and now there is milk that loves you. With Gold Crown lactose-free milk, you can enjoy the richness of natural cow's milk without any of the digestion discomfort. Gold Crown lactose-free milk that loves you.
So vile nasema, wacha nikubatie statistics. Niko na gamia 1,500. Tunakuwa drapo gamia na kuwa 6,000. 2,000 natengeneza leather, natengeneza viatu, wallet, kibeti, nauza hapa, na batia wewe 50%. Wacha niweke credit nikupigie.
Namna gani wewe? Hii mambo ya kuishiwa na credit kila saa. Come on. Nunua hiyo simu ya Vodafone. Calling fiber to fiber is 0 shillings per minute. And it is not expensive. Only 2,999 Kenya shillings.
Alo hali wa. Hata fadhali hiyo credit ikae ninunue simu basi.
Faibika leo na Vodafone for only 2,999 Kenya shillings. It will always be free to call fiber to fiber.
I wish I could have soft and glowing skin.
New Geisha Black Soap with activated charcoal to give you soft and glowing skin. New Geisha Black Soap and New Geisha Moringa.
Rocky from Zion SC.
The baddest reggae showdown all over East and Central Africa. Jam Down KE comes to you straight. And NTV kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 6. DJ alongside Miss Katiwa.
We have a lined up show for you, and the guest, of course.
This is yours truly, Marcia Griffiths. I will be live on NTV. Jam Down.
This coming Saturday,
10 p.m. till late.
It's gonna be great. Don't miss it.
It's Coco.
Collect your invoice from our cash office at Times Tower Banking Hall or City Hall and Makadara offices and pay today only through the Nairobi County Revenue Collection accounts at Cooperative Bank of Kenya. You stand to gain 100% from the 100% waiver extension.
Karibu tena, unazidi kutazama NTV Weekendi. Sasa katika makala ya kila Ijumaa ya Ulimbwende, siku ya leo Lois Wangoi anaangazia mtindo wa kisasa wa urembeshaji nywele kwa kutumia rangi tofauti.
Imekuwa jambo la kawaida sasa kuwapata waliopaka nywele zao rangi tofauti mjini Eldoret na viunga vyake. Je, hamu ya kubadili nywele kutoka rangi nyeusi hadi rangi tofauti inaletwa na nini?
Mtu anataka kuongeza urembo, sababu vile Mungu alikupea nywele, wewe mwenyewe ndio unafaa kucheza nayo, uitengeneze nywele yako ikuwe poa, ndio appearance yako ikuwe smart.
It's something that is trending. As in, kila mtu anataka cool. Mimi nataka a unique color yenye ita attract attention.
Hatua ya kwanza ni kufumua nywele na kuzichana hadi ziwe laini, kisha nywele huoshwa kabla ya rangi kupakwa.
Najaribu kutoa mafuta yenye imesuia cuticles za nywele, ndio kipaka rangi kuwe uniform.
Kisha maji kwenye nywele hukaushwa ukitumia kifaa hiki. Rangi ambazo atapakwa mteja huchanganywa na shughuli ya kupaka rangi huanza rasmi.
Watu wengi sana wamependa mambo ya kupaka rangi nywele zao. Wamama wazee, vijana siku hizi pia wanaume.
Rangi huchukua muda wa dakika 20 hadi 30 kichwani ili ikolee vizuri. Upakaji rangi haufanyiki kwa nywele nyeusi tu. Mteja huyu anataka kubadilisha nywele yake kwa rangi ya poda iliyokolea. Changamoto kuu ya upakaji rangi kwa nywele huwa ni gharama na jinsi ya kutunza nywele zilizopata rangi.
Hakuna mahali rangi inakata nywele. Inahitaji treatment between 7 to 14 days. Nywele yako itakuwa inapata moisture, protein yenye inahitaji, keratin yenye inahitaji, inapata kila kitu.
Baada ya muda huo wa dakika 20 hadi 30, nywele huwa imebadilika rangi vizuri. Kisha nywele huoshwa na kupakwa mafuta na kutiwa mtindo unaompendeza mlimbwende.
Naona ameka green kidogo. Sikuwa expect, lakini inakaa poa, iko poa.
Hii ni color yenye nilikuwa nataka na inanipendeza kabisa na feel beautiful.
At least naweza manage kupaka rangi kama mara 9, 10, 11 hivi kwa siku.
Tulipokuwa tunaandaa makala haya ya Ulimbwende, mtazamaji, tuliweza kumpata mama hapa na wanawe wawili walikuwa wanataka wapakiwe rangi kwenye nywele baada ya kunyolewa. Mama akawa hakubali. Walikuja kwangu na kuniuliza, je, wewe unaona vipi? Wapakiwe rangi ama wasipakiwe rangi watoto hawa wawili? Kakumbuka msemo wa Kiswahili unaosema kila kitu kina wakati wake. Sasa nilipowapa hilo jibu, yule aliyekuwa mchanga kidogo pia machachari akaniuliza, sasa wakati huu umefika au hujafika? Sijui una maoni gani kuhusiana na hilo. Lois Wangoi, NTV, kwa makala ya Ulimbwende katika kaunti ya Uasin Gishu.
Wajua kila siku watu wananiuliza nywele kazifanya nini? Basi siku ile umepata jibu, manake napaka rangi. Na kistaki kupita na wakati, mimi ni trendsetter ama vipi? Hapo sawa. Na muone upande wa pili Joshua Makori baada ya muda usiokuwa mrefu atakuletea yaliyojiri viwanjani.
Leo Safaricom wanasherehekea miaka 20 na wewe. Piga star 444 star 20 hasi. Tumia shilingi 20 pekee utunukiwe 20 minutes na 20 MB.
The Samsung BlueTech sale is backed by popular demand. Up to 20% off on selected mobile devices, along with additional 50% screen replacement offer on the Galaxy S20 series. Enjoy up to 30% off on selected TVs, refrigerators, washing machines, and other home appliances. Don't miss out on these unbeatable deals. Visit your nearest participating Samsung dealer store to enjoy this and many more offers.
Melissa?
Mom, it's Dad's birthday today. I'm giving him a party just like he gives me.
Nothing makes a mother more proud than seeing her child growing up. But I know that as she learns to care for others, she'll face even more germs and the risk of illnesses.
That's why you need strong Dettol protection. Just 1 cup of Dettol protects your home and family from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Growing up needs Dettol protection.
Mkate kweli ni selector. Ukikula kwanza na kachai. Tunasema mkate gani tamu zaidi, wenye afya tele tena tosaidi. Bei yake bado ni ile ile nafuu, na unapatikana karibu na wewe. Selector. Mkate ni Selector.
Babangu anafanya kazi ya watchman na mamangu kwa saizi ana kazi. Kwa mimi na sisters zangu wawili, Faith na Mercy. Nilikuwa class 7 na mimi nilikuanga top 3 kwa hiyo class. Sasa mimi nilikuwa nasikia tunaambiwa ati wewe uta-apply wings to fly. Sasa sikuwa najua ni nini. Ni organization ya through Equity, Mastercard na KFW inasaidia the vulnerable people in the society waweze kupata education na waweze kupata mentoring. After tena 1 week hivi, hao wanafunzi wengi wenye wali-apply si ndio tumechaguliwa kupata hiyo scholarship. Kajua mimi ni student wa hasa wa Chavakali Boys High School. Miezi 2 zikapita, nikaanza kusikia rumors ati kuna corona. Principal akatuambia tunafaa turudi nyumbani. Equity walipigia babangu simu kuchukua kit fulani. Akapewa hiyo torch, solar, radio na hiyo timetable. Tulisikia vizuri sana juu ilikuwa inaweza hata kusaidia masita zangu wote. Juu pia kulikuwa na lessons za klasi yao hapo. Wakatuelezea watakuwa wanatuma stipend kununua chakula, sanitizers. Juu hatukuwa na kitu completely. Kwa na hope, kumbe kuna watu wanatujali. Hata kama tuko nyumbani, sasa tunasoma basi.
All day, we expect our mouth to do all kinds of things. That is why it needs all-round protection. New Oral-B Pro Health toothpaste. Its advanced technology helps prevent both tooth holes and gum problems that can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your teeth, giving them all-round protection. Because your mouth is doing more than you think. New Oral-B Pro Health. All-round protection for your whole mouth.
Fun and food got together beautifully at GMC Place. Enjoy our succulent meals in a serene setting with a varied choice of fun games for the little ones. Cup it up with a cuppa or a cocktail, all available to your taste. Discover the joy of a warm pool by diving into the Blue Oasis heated pool. Or at GMC Place, the fun never ends. Make your reservation today on 0701 560 560.
Geisha coconut milk and honey, enriched with coconut milk for soft and moisturized skin.
Be strong and last long.
How much?
Hii ni so.
Hii ni 20 bob na hii ni so na zote ni the same size.
While other networks discriminate, sisi hatubagui, tuna serve everybody. Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
Mida ya kudunia viwanjani sasa haraka upesi ni Tayosho Makori. Timu ya taifa ya kandanda Harambee Stars hii leo imefunzwa kuhusu sheria na kanuni za mechi ya kufuzu dimba la mataifa ya Afrika dhidi ya Comoros katika hafla iliyokuwa hoteli ya Safari Park. Mpiga kipenga wa FIFA Daktari Peter Waweru aliwafundisha wachezaji pamoja na safu ya kiufundi mabadiliko ya sheria hasa wakati huu wa janga la homa ya corona. Kiungo wa Gor Mahia ambaye pia ni nahodha wa timu hiyo Kenneth Mguna ameridhishwa na mafunzo haya muhimu. Stars chini ya kocha mkuu Jacob August Mle itapambana na Comoros Jumatano ijayo uwanjani Kasarani kuanzia saa 1 jioni kabla ya kurudiana Jumapili ya Novemba tarehe 15 ugenini. Kenya ni ya pili kundini Ga na alama 2 nyuma ya Comoros iliyo kileleni na alama 4.
We as the referees, we have been trained on the latest changes. We are going to implement it in a game, but it's not the referees playing. It is the players. So it is important for the player to know what are these changes so that in case the referee is making a call on the field, from the word go, the player knows what to expect.
Nyota wa timu ya taifa ya kandanda ya wasiozidi umri wa miaka 20 Matthew Malisau huenda kasajiliwa na mibabe wa Kenya AFC Leopards katika kipindi hiki cha uhamisho. Malisau ambaye ana ndoto ya kuichezea Real Madrid ya Hispania alifungia Rising Stars bao la ushindi hiyo jana wakati wa pambano la kirafiki dhidi ya Sudan kule Nyayo. Ushindi ulikuwa ni mabao 2-1.
Matthew Malisau umefunga bao safi sana hapo, umetumia mbinu gani ile?
Inaitangwa composure, because unaweza pata mtu unaweza shukuru sana mali pasi imetoka assist, because ni assist na Wanyama, ni great player. Leo pia mimi naweza sema leo amekuwa man of the match, hadi last game alikuwa man of the match. Hiyo ni kimimi sasa, because I think yako na talent poa sana.
Mmejiandaa kwenda kule Arusha Sekafa, makala iliyopita nafasi ya pili. Safari hii
safari nadhani itakuwa poa kwetu. Ni exposure, I think naweza sema tumejiandaa kama si wachezaji. Tukienda huko tutajaribu wenye tunaweza, tushinde magame, tulete kombe nyumbani.
Una miaka mingapi na saa hii uko katika timu gani?
Niko na 17 years. I think saa hii niko Akakoro Football Academy, niko Korogosho.
Ndoto yako ni ipi katika soka?
I think my goal for now play at Europe. Yeah.
Timu gani?
Real Madrid.
Kwa nini Real Madrid?
I think talent yangu inaweza onekana Real Madrid sana.
Na hapa nyumbani tayari unaona uko katika under 20 Rising Stars na tayari inaonekana kwamba talanta yako inaenda mbali.
I think naweza sema nashukuru coach kwa kuniita. Hii ni exposure poa kwa wachezaji kama sisi. Napata kucheza game hapo unaonekana na watu wengi hapa wenye wako hapa juu. Hapa juu kuna watu I think wako na wanaweza angalia talent yako venye iko wakusaidie. Kama sasa hivi nasikia mimi naweza sign FC. Naona kama hiyo ni opportunity poa kama kwangu sasa.
Sasa kama hiyo deal ya FC inaendaje?
I think ni mambo itafuatiliwa kutoka saa hii, ni mambo leo. Kocha ameniambia tena kufuatilia hiyo maneno.
Katika anga ya mataifa ni kwamba Arsenal iliendeleza mwanzo mzuri wa kuwania taji la ligi ya Europa ilipoipepeta Molde mabao 4-1 katika mechi ya kundi la B iliyokuwa uwanjani Emirates. Martin Ellingson aliweka Molde uongozini dakika 22 kabla ya Christopher Haugen kujifunga na kuikombolea Arsenal dakika 40. Roho zetu vile tumeiosha mikono, unaona imeng'ara tu kwa sababu ya janga la homa ya corona. Mungu ni mkuu, kwa hiyo tuoshe roho ing'are. Kwa sasa kuwa na usiku mwanana.
Kabla sijaondoka studio nilikuwa tumekuuliza una maoni gani kuhusu uchunguzi wa kashfa ya KEMSA unavyoendelea. Judy ni anasema sina imani kabisa, Kenya ni ile. Na kuna Celestine Nambagi anasema washukiwa wachukuliwa hatua kulingana na mjibu wa sheria. Natazama kutoka Likoni Mtongwe Mombasa, anasema watching live. Na mwisho kabisa Titus, ameamua kutokea hapa picha yake lakini sawa. Anasema Titus watching from duka moja Narok, Kemsa hainisaidii walai kabisa. Shukran sana, Mola akiridhia tukutane kesho. Kumbuka kesho kuna gumzo la Sato kuanzia saa 12 jioni, nazungumza kuhusu uwekezaji na macelebs. Unaona mtu ni celeb lakini baada ya kutoka katika jukwaa anafilisika. Wengi wanauliza ilikuwa vipi? Basi tutazungumzia hayo kesho. Usikose kuungana nami Jane Ngweri na kutakia usiku mwanana. Kwa heri.
This is NTV. I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain.
If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
We all are looking for products to protect ourselves from viruses, but not all products protect us. Did you know that using Dettol soap and water protects against viruses? Many viruses are surrounded by an envelope with receptors that enable them to enter a human cell and cause infection. Dettol soap destroys the outer layer of the virus and effectively removes it. Protect your family from the spread of viruses with Dettol. Dettol cleans and is now tested and proven to be effective against COVID-19 virus. This has been Medivax for Dettol.
How much?
Hii ni so.
Hii ni 20 bob na hii ni so na zote ni the same size.
While other networks discriminate, sisi hatubagui, tuna serve everybody. Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
Istiqbal is now in Kenya. We are the voice for quality, colorful, innovative, and functional home furniture with presence in 92 countries worldwide. We have it all. Sofas, beds, dining, and mattresses. Celebrate our end-year sale of 50% off. Yes, everything at half price from 2nd November to 31st December. Visit our showroom at Panasar Center, Mombasa Road, opposite Airtel.
Answers here.
Yes. Wow, what a nice gift. I would definitely give this next time.
Cousins Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, trusted for decades by millions of moms across Africa. Cousins Baby, the gift that keeps on giving.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola, taste the simple joys.
In Kenya, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Brushing with Pepsodent removes bacteria and repairs tiny holes before they become cavities. Because every smile matters.
Geisha coconut milk and honey, enriched with coconut milk for soft and moisturized skin.
Be strong and last long.
NTV, turning on your world. The following program has been rated PG. It may contain scenes unsuitable for children under the age of 10. The Wicked Edition in association with Telkom.
Hello and welcome to the Wicked Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. We have a great show lined up for you. Alafu wale watu wamekuwa kiniuliza kwani credo ya Telkom ilisha. Kwanza Roy Ford Wanyoike was very straightforward pale YouTube. Alienda straight to the point. Ati credo ya Telkom ilienda wapi? Wait till you hear about the power bundle offers from our friends at Telkom. Roy Ford we kwanza wacha nikufungulie na credo ya thao juu hiyo story. Na hii offer mpya thao ina last almost forever. Juu ukiwa na 10 bob iko na free calls, SMSs na WhatsApp, and I'll tell you more about that in a bit. But first, this week sijui atanianzia wapi man. Willis Raburu launched a new hairstyle and Kenyans were uncontainable. Kuna maheta nimesikia wanasema ati after hii hairstyle ndio wamegundua full name ya Willis ni Wilkis Raburu. Mimi yenyewe imenimaliza kabisa ni ati kumbe inamaanisha Phyllis Raburu. Na kuna watu pia wanasema ati vile tu hiyo picha ilisurface kwa mtandao, brand yake imeshuka. Also this week, the Police Inspector General Hilary Mutiambai clarified that anyone found in public without a mask will be liable to a fine of 20,000 Kenya shillings. How will that be implemented? Kichana, mbona unatembea bila mask? Afande sina mask lakini niko na 20k. In short, hii town lazima ukuwe na pesa ndio upumue vizuri. Shida ni ukutane na polisi mara 5. Hiyo ni 100,000 a day. This just means that at this time you cannot afford to be in public without a mask. 20,000 is very expensive. Now, it is important to note that the order by the Police Inspector General about a 20k fine if caught in public without a mask will not be the first time ya serikali kukula pesa ya mask. Also, it's the second time Kenyans will pay dearly for masks they have not worn. Now, it's very easy for the law to be interpreted wrongly. Mtu anatembea na mask ni mtu hana kakitu. Ni rahisi sana kufikiria hivyo. Ai, mimi mambo ya jemo siwezani nayo. Mtu anashinda na mask mpaka kwa nyumba atatoa wapi pesa ya pizza? Now, mimi siwezi shangaa mtu akitumia hata hiyo directive kukopa do. Yo. Saimo. Manze suniokolee thao mbao hapo manze kuna deal imeiva mahali na sitaki huyo jamaa aone sina kakitu. Na hakuna vile naenda hiyo mkutano na mask. In other news, Kitui Governor Charity Ngilu made headlines this week after President Uhuru asked her for a lift at the KICC during the issuance of title deeds.
We are going to drive.
Manze. The president's security detail running after Governor Ngilu driving has to be the best impression ya vile dema kona gari upeleka wanaume mbio. This is also a very good impression of a typical presidential race in Kenya. There's always this many men running, alafu and one woman. Now this also shows vile wanaume ukimbilia dema kona mtu. On the real though, was it really necessary for the security detail to run with the vehicle? Ama waliona ni kama governor anaweza toroka na president. Anyway, like I said, we have a great show lined up for you. Our guest for this episode is a life coach. Maze inaniwasha sana. My definition of what I think it means to be a life coach, inaniwasha sana kuambia, I'm already guessing it's the same thing you're thinking. I'll wait till the interview. I hope I will. Now, hizi ni zile topics zinaniwasha kama ile ya plastic surgery ya last week. Wala nyinyi si watu wazuri man. Niliona mtu amesema ati mimi na Dr. Kenneth Alwora tunafanana, alafu mwingine karibu ati tunahitaji plastic surgery ya midomo, ati sisi ni midomo bagi. Sasa kati ya sisi na unaongea hivyo ni nani wako na mdomo? Anyway, we've got a perfect guest for today's topic. She is a psychologist and a life coach with an adequate pinch of psychiatry. Hawa ni wale watu wameenda kusomea course ya unakaa unamwambia siri zako zote, alafu unakuwa fiti. Stress inaisha. At least that's what I think of it. And I stand corrected because Venus Chengo is in the house. We'll be talking to her in a bit. Remember, I have mentioned that our friends at Telkom have a great offer you do not want to miss. Inaitwa power bundle. Ushajipata kwa fix juu ya credo. Of course, everybody can relate. Imagine uko kwa simu una try to explain who is Dorcas. Alafu usikie tit tit tit. Salam alaikum. Alafu immediately after simu kukatikia unapata message ya have a nice life.
Alaikum assalam.
Salam alaikum. This is now going to be a thing of the past. For as low as 10 shillings, you have enough time to explain yourself, courtesy of the Telkom Power Bundle. Imagine for only 10 bob unapata free Telkom to Telkom calls, free Telkom to Telkom SMSs, na free WhatsApp. Inaitwa Power 10. Alafu for 20 bob only unaingia kwa Power Extra. Hapo unapata free Telkom to Telkom calls, free Telkom SMS, na free 100 MBs worth of data bundles. Alafu kuna ingine inaitwa Power 20 where you get 5 minutes to any network call time. Alafu uko na free Telkom SMSs na free 100 MBs worth of data. Just dial *544# on your Telkom line to subscribe. That said, to give you a taste of what this package is all about, upate kuionja kidogo, I want to give you 1,000 bob worth of airtime. And ni very simple. Niambie tu ni aibu gani huwezi penda kujipata nayo juu ya kukosa credo. Use any of my social media handles, Instagram at Dr_Kingori, Twitter at Dr_Kingori, na Facebook Dr. Kingori, that's Dr. Kingori. Na make sure umetag at Telkom Kenya and use #TheWeekendEdition. And now the topic on our show tonight is life coaching. And I stumbled upon this video juzi. Nikajiuliza sana kama this is really the map of life.
There are 5 opportunity stages in life. Number 1, the age of 0 to 20, we call it the developmental period of a human being. This is where you learn, there is language acquisition, unajifunza jinsi ya kuongea. And then we have the age of 20 to 44. Tunaita human investment period. This is where you invest a lot. At the age of 44 to 55, we call it heavy expenditure period. Now, research inaonyesha at the age of 44 to 55, people are so corrupt at this age. They are competing with time. Wanaona kule nyuma wamewest kuinvest, so they are competing with time so that they may be able to acquire. And then at the age of 55 to 65, you will be only doing 2 things. 1, you will be celebrating life because of good investment. If you are not celebrating, then you will be regretting the existence of life.
Manze, I have thought about this very much. Unfortunately, I was not able to trace this gentleman by the time we taped this show. Is there really a map of how life should be lived? Ama maisha ni guesswork ya mahali utaangukia? Now, how does motivation work? Can we all make it? Alafu, who is a life coach? Na ni experience gani wao kuwa nayo na kila mtu akona hiyo life yake moja? Hii ni moto mase. We have actually managed to get the best person suited to address these many questions. Venus Chengo, a life coach, is in the house. Si tuchemsheni story on the other end of this break. Exactly. See you guys in a bit.
Wanasherehekea miaka 20 na wewe. Piga *444*20 tumia shilingi 20 pekee utunukiwe 20 minutes na 20 MB.
To help fight the spread of coronavirus, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of coronavirus in Kenya.
Jumia Black Fridays. Over thousands of amazing deals. Everything at 59 shillings to 11:59 p.m.
Miaka 20 safari anza ya kutunganisha kama Wakenya. Twende tukiuke, twende tukiuke. Let's go beyond, let's go beyond. Let's go beyond. Mimi na wewe tukikundi. Kazi tu ya kujivunia.
to protect yourself and family from viruses that remain on the clothes. Separate laundry that has been exposed and do not shake to minimize the possibility of dispersing the virus through the air. Soaking your laundry in water and hand washing powder does more to kill germs than just a normal wash. After washing, dry your clothes in direct sunlight.
They say we do the expected. We say we're more than you expect. Sunlight, more than you expect.
In 2020, when the coronavirus pandemic came, I was very, very worried about my KCC, but thanks to Fly gave us light system and the radio that we will continue lessons with it. Can see my future being very, very good.
I have to admit, I didn't like Sukuma Wiki when I was growing up, but now I've created a way to make Sukuma Wiki tastier and meatier. I simply add 2 Royco beef cubes, and the end result is a rich, meaty flavor. And today, I have brought along my harshest food critics for a taste test. My kids.
More, please!
Royco beef cubes. Add 2 small cubes for a big, meaty taste.
When they flip and roll and start to crawl away, tape diapers can be hard to put on. Then it's time for all-round fit Pampers pants. Easy to pull on even when they're moving around for a great fit and up to 12 hours of dryness. And easy to remove. Just tear the sides, lift away, roll up the pants, and you're all done. Now available in size 6. Pampers, love, sleep, and play.
The aerial challenge is moving across Kenya, improving Kenyans' lives by saving them money, offering brilliant stain removal in one wash.
Wino ni mojawapo wa madoa sugu ambayo hayatoki kwa nguo, sio?
Let us see which detergent removes stubborn stains.
Na tofauti kwa hizi vitambaa zangu mbili. Kitambaa gani imeokoa pesa kina mama? Napenda hilo kwa sababu mwosho wake ni mmoja tu. Hata ndio hii nimenunua mara yangu ya kwanza.
Watch out for the aerial challenge coming to a town near you.
You are watching The Wicked Edition in association with Telkom.
Welcome back to the Wicked Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Show nzito sana kama kawaida. Our guest for this episode is a psychologist, akona psychiatry background, and most importantly, she is a life coach. Mimi nimekuwa sana hapo kwa life coach because my basic definition ya life coach ni mtu anakufunza vile utaishi. So mimi ukiniuliza ni mtu anakuambia ni aje unafaa kuishi hivi ama vile. Na nimesema I stand to be corrected. Venus Chengo is in the house.
Thank you so much for having me in the show.
Karibu sana, karibu. Nimepata hiyo definition ya life coach.
Hiyo definition niko kidogo iko twisted.
Kwa nini?
Yes, a life coach just helps you. Already uko na skill. So I bring it, I enhance that skill. In fact, when we talk about life coaches, I think of psychologists.
Yes.
Because unajua kwa hii profession yangu ya psychologist, I treat behavior. I help people change mindsets. When you're working with someone in life coaching, unajaribu ku change mindset yake to align with what, you know, that candle that iko ndani yake.
So a psychologist ni ku-change behavior. How effective is that compared na kiboko, especially now that you are an African mom? Which is more effective?
I think therapy is more effective.
Therapy?
Yes.
Sawa.
Our days, unajua kuna kitu inaitwa conditioning. Our days, unajua wewe ni myang. Sisi ni wale wa enzi zile where you used to be beaten thoroughly. Pesa ikimiss kwa hao, nani amechukua do? Kabla mujijue, umetandikwa si nyi wote.
Sasa wewe juu ni psychologist, pesa ikimiss kwako unawafanyia counseling?
No, we sit down. First of all, we discuss. You know, there's a way unaweza kuwaza mtu Kingori just by your words. Unaweza kuambia mtoi, nini wewe? Na kuuliza swali naona nijibu na swali. You see, already you're bringing the self-esteem of that child down. But when when you sit down, Mom, I want to talk to you. I've just discovered that my cash is missing. Have you seen it? Because it could, kuna hiyo possibility huyo mtoto alichukua hiyo pesa.
So basically psychologist ni dispense our guilt. unakaa unafanya msea feel guilty. Na that's the science ya ati mtu akikuja kuona therapist, unaeka mtu akuambie siri zake zote, alafu you tell them what is wrong with them.
Hapana. Basically, kuna kitu, by the way, one of the core values tunakuanga nayo as therapist, counseling therapist, is empathy. If I tell you the cases I've dealt with, kuanzia, you know, dealing with ex-street children who are struggling with drug use, you know, you have to create your condition, pali ukikamu kaena mimi, unaona mama ani judge. So unafungua roho. And the more you open up your roho and tell me what is going on in there, I'm able to bring out symptoms of this disease ndio inakusumbua. Unajua? Because unaweza kuwa you're depressed.
Yes.
But unless you talk, how will I know what is eating you up? So as a psychologist, as a life coach, I don't do anything than empower you with what I have, like the knowledge. The doing part is you.
So basically nini waganga wameenda shule?
Sisi waganga, my goodness. Sisi waganga, but then the magic is normally on the client. Wewe ndio una activate your magic. Ni wewe. You know, because, okay, tell me about you. By the time ufike hapa, what did it, if you reflect on your journey, there must have been people who came and told you, by the way, unakuanga mfani, sindio? Then you started, by the way, si uanze show, sindio? So there's someone who spoke into your life, and that is sowing a seed. So that is what we do as life coaches, as psychologists. Now, psychiatrists, wanakuanga wana deal with mental disorders. Ile unakuta mtu maze, amekuwa kivuta mabangi zake, amekuwa kikunywa pombe. Unajua inaanzanga secretly, especially with the young ones. And then kidogo kidogo, brain inaanza kumwambia nipatie more maze. If you don't give me, na kuexpose. So as popata your drug, unakuta mtu matrema maze, mtu hallucinations.
So drugs ni psychology. It's a psychological problem.
It's a psychological problem that is treated by a psychiatrist, because what happens is a drug is introduced to your system to sort of like mimic the drug that you have been abusing. That's how mtu akienda rehab unapewa, you know, mtu endangi ati cold turkey, kuna madawa unapewangwa polepole ndio mwili isistuke.
Yes.
I mean, bangi iko wapi? You know, there are certain withdrawal effects that can cause death.
So, ukienda rehab, kama uko na shida ya bangi, unapewa bangi fake. Ndio.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Please. Need to clarify.
Kiasi, not bangi fake, tuseme tu dawa yenye inaingia. Unajua drugs huanga zina mimic a certain hormone called dopamine. Dopamine is the exciting hormone. Unaelewa pale mtu anakuanga, you know, athletes, hiyo adrenaline inakuanga kwa brain ni dopamine. Unaelewa? So ukiwa under now rehabilitation, wana introducing hiyo dopamine. Because bangi ndio ilikuwa inakupatia. Unaelewa? So you get to still feel a high, but with time, as they lower the doses, now you come back to yourself. Because remember, God created you perfect. But somewhere along the way, something struck you, trauma, peer pressure, hizi vitu tunaonanga, you know, all these things that influence people to get into certain behaviors.
Yes. I have a friend of mine mwenye aliingia kwa drugs, I remember, in high school, not because of trauma ama nini, because of a slogan that used to go around, afadhali miaka 20 ya happy kuliko miaka 50 ya stress. Unaget? Like ni aje, ni this is a way of life.
Yes.
Aya, tena ukitusaidia kujibu kama ni lazima peke yake ikuwe ni trauma ama ingine ni lifestyle. Pia kuna mapia ati ni aje, if you don't do this at this age, we utakuwa kamzee kanapiga cocaine. As in, itakam kuku affect later in life. Is there really a map of what someone should do in life at a certain age?
No. Let me tell you, the moment, and I see it a lot with us African parents. Unakuta mtoi anakuambia, by the way, I want to do something crazy, like become a creative. But mtoi ni chop. So unaona hapana. I remember my dad used to tell me you have to be a doctor. And I love him so much. Alikuwa ananiambia you're a brainy. Nataka ukue daktari. But that is not what I wanted. I was a homemaker. There are other things that I wanted to do. Unanielewa? So when you start now creating what we call belief systems in a child. Because I'm feeding you, I'm telling you, apana Kingori, apa paliuko, si poa. Maybe you need to consider. I'm slowly introducing something called a belief system in you.
Okay.
Unanielewa? So it registered in your mind, and now eventually unaanza kubehave according to what I tell you.
As a life coach, the course, full course, ukiwa na client wa full, so unambrief sasa wewe maisha yako from 18 to 24 you can do this, 24 to 35, 35 get a job, retire 55, from 70 you can die at will. That's a life well lived. Is it, where does the work end?
The work ends when we achieve our goals.
Dying peacefully.
Not dying peacefully. When you come for any session, there's something you want out of Venus. Sindio, umesikia Venus ni life coach. Maybe you feel like you want to really make it in business. So I'll just basically, you know, try and find out what is it that you give me. Let's work with something, you know. What exactly do you want? Is it that you want to make money? Is it that you want, you know, so you will list down all the goals. Then slowly by slowly, we start now ticking the boxes.
Okay.
But remember, you have to break your barriers. Like for example, you nimepeana ya productivity. Kama ni mtu mlazy, by the way, how will you make it if you want to be a businessman?
Okay. Now, laziness is something very many people are struggling with. Kuna dawa mtu anaweza pewa meze ya psychiatry ya inamaliza laziness 2 times 3.
Uko serious?
Unachangamka tu unakuwa wewe ni mtu uko sawa kabisa.
Kuna reason. Laziness, by the way, I just think it's because everything has been made easy. Everything is being run by apps.
Okay.
Yeah. That is the reason why people are lazy.
So
kama ingekuwa tukitaka kukula lazima utembee mpaka Nando's or whatever, I mean you would do it. But now just at the click of the phone you can dial a delivery. Pizza inaletwa kwa mlango. So why would I be active?
Hizi vitu zote hizi vitu zote umesema problems and everything. Hakuna mahali umetaja shetani. How comes the devil is not responsible for any of this?
There are two things in this world. Darkness or light.
So you also believe in the devil?
Kabisa. He's there.
So if
and he is the prince. The Bible calls him the prince of this earth.
So you know how the devil anatolewanga. If I come to you with a problem and you know it's the devil, what are we discussing? See, we should deal with the devil. Why are we discussing science and we know the devil is responsible? The devil, inaitwaje? Why would we go through a whole counseling process, yet my problem can just be cured in Jesus' name?
Now, let me tell you how we deal with the devil. When you come in for the first session, I normally go through your genogram. Genogram is like your family tree. Dr. Kingori alitoka from Kingori Senior. Kingori Senior alitoka from Sindio. There's that tree until maybe palisasa watoto wako, because that's where now itaishia. We don't know about your grandchildren because they are not there yet. Sasa, I will look out for traits. I'll ask you questions. Is there alcoholism in your family? Tick. Sasa tunaanza na great grandfather. Alikuwa anakunywa? Yes. How about your grandfather? Yes. How about you? Yes. Yani even things like miscarriages. You know, all these strange things. Ukifuatilia, there's a trend. And that is what I use when I am approaching issues from a spiritual perspective. Okay. Remember, the spiritual affects the psychological.
Thank you. Just a clarification before you continue. So before I come to see you with my problems, I should do proper research of my clan background.
It's very,
I should know my
very
history.
important. By the way, that is part of self-awareness. Know your family history. Because kuna watu pia wangana inherited diseases.
Yes.
Like mnaza watoi wako na shida.
Up to as in proper research about my ancestors up to where the problem started.
Yes, that is what we call the genogram, because it has to do with your genes. And then now it gives you cues to your spiritual approach or your spiritual challenges. For example, ukipata kwa familia yenu mnakuanga at some point. Okay, let me give a real example. There are people, their families, by the time they hit 30, wanaanza kukufa. And it is a trend. So when you are able to find out this is what is happening in my family, you will seek intervention. And intervention can be two. First of all, you deal with your fear by trying to, we say behavior is learned, it can be unlearned, and it can be relearned. So the same thing with fear. Fear can be acquired and it can be an acquired, if that is a good word, you know.
Yes.
So unaanza kudeal na hiyo phobia, like nikifika 30, am I going? Because fear also can drive you to your own deathbed. Unaelewa?
Yes.
The second thing is, and this is very deep because now that's the spiritual way, you go and now try and deal with it. Could it be that this is a curse that is running down our generation? How can it be broken? But that's another huge topic on its own. But for me, and going by the fact that I have, you know, been able to treat so many clients, both within Kenya and outside there, I'm a multicultural therapist. I can assure you that spiritual stuff exists, and they're so real, and they control the behavior we see. A good example, nikiona unanilenga, kuna vile yani squeeze tulikuanga mabest. No, not your ancestors. What is controlling you? There's an evil thing. Because that is hate, isn't it?
So blue ticking is the work of the devil.
Aki, my God. Please.
Sikulenga. What's the SI unit ya kulenga?
Hebu niambie wewe ni daktari. Naona hapa tuko na madaktari wawili.
Okay, ni clarification. Si muhimu kuuliza.
Blue ticking.
Yes.
I will clarify that for you. It comes from very many reasons. Number one, this person may not just like you. Number two, what you have posted there does not make sense to them. Number three, their personality does not allow them to be in that social space wale wanataka kunini. Unajua kuna ukiangalia kwa WhatsApp group, kuna wale noise makers na kuna wale silent followers. Yes. So hiyo personality ya kunyamaza, it's just, we learn to accept them. Because there are people who are just not good with responding to messages immediately. Maybe they need to process. Yes. Maybe they're just, you know, analyzing what words do I need to use. I don't want to hurt this person, you know. But wewe, kama ni ile personality ya haraka, utasema, nini ananionanga mimi ni mfala sana. Yes. Na kutumia message unasoma immediately na respond.
Okay.
So, that's why human science inasaidianga sana. Because when you're in that space, you're able to understand people.
Yes.
Before I started doing my study on psychology, I used to be very judgmental. But now, because I'm more exposed, yes, to the science of human beings, I am very patient.
So with that knowledge, scientifically, what's the grace period after blue ticking should you start insulting someone? Safely?
Not insulting.
Okay.
But them trying to blue tick. Maybe
blocking them. When should you block them? Grace period, 2 days? Give it a time frame.
You know, Musemanga, our God is a God of 1,000 chances. And even the Lord's Prayer, which we like all reciting, we say, forgive us as we forgive those who trespass against us. Jesus said, forgive 70/7. So, by the time na kutumia messages kadhaa, at least jipatie time. Si ati sasa nilikublutik leo, kesho umeniblock. No. Analyze this person, make sure, for sure, whatever they are doing is malicious. Don't be too quick to judge. Because unaweza kuona niongelesha, by the way, na maybe nimekosana na hazi yangu. Yes. I don't know what to tell you. And I also don't want to talk. Okay. But we uko like, okay, blue tick too, blue tick. But maybe later on, when we meet or maybe when we get time, I can be able to tell you, by the way, I've gone through so much. So I always say, don't be too quick to judge people, especially on this WhatsApp media, especially WhatsApp. Musemanga, always think, always imagine, you're conversing with a robot. Na hiyo robot inaweza kuwa ime lose connection.
Yes, and one thing they don't teach in psychology, labda sometimes someone blue ticked you because they only had bundles to receive the message.
Exactly.
Na wewe having done your psychology, you have a master in mambo na addiction. Does it mean that you can unaweza vuta hata bangi safely? Juu unajua where to stop.
Guy, who is Jehovah?
Maze, timing is not enough for this conversation. We extend this conversation to Nation FM, the weekend extension on 96.3 on Monday from 10 to 11. Venus Chengo, Aki, hii historia iwezi ishia hapa.
Kweli. Mental health issues, they need time.
Yes. Thank you for coming through kwa show yetu ya weekend edition. I think he most important ni ngumu sana kumaliza. So that's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.
The Wicked Edition in association with Telkom.
Call, SMS and browse from only 10 shillings with Telkom. Now that's power. Telkom, moving with you.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain.
If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain. Panadol Extra, now with new Optizorb technology to fight multiple tough pains with 3 times more pain-relieving medicine in the first 30 minutes when you need it most. Seeing them support themselves makes any pain worth it.
If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
Answer's here. Yes. Wow, what a nice gift. I would definitely give this next time.
Cousins Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, trusted for decades by millions of moms across Africa. Cousins Baby, the gift that keeps on giving.
Sumo Premium Candles. It is made of pure, fully refined paraffin wax. It doesn't have smoke. It has long burning hours. It is non-drip. It doesn't smell.
Always smile and walk with Sumo Candle from Rock Industries Limited. For inquiries, visit our offices at Ndume Road off Lungalunga Road, behind Carton Manufacturers near Sinai Stage. You can also talk to us through 0722 575 619.
Hello, Susan. Yes, you. Holding that pack. I know you've been avoiding me because in the past I've made you uncomfortable. Maybe even caused you pain. But I want you to know that I have changed. For you.
Hey, what is this?
You can love me again if you're willing to give me another chance. Meet me at aisle 4.
It's lactose free.
We know you love milk, and now there is milk that loves you. With Gold Crown lactose-free milk, you can enjoy the richness of natural cow's milk without any of the digestion discomfort. Gold Crown lactose-free, milk that loves you.
Do your gums hurt? Yeah. Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile? All that in one toothpaste? Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums.
Ah, Colgate Herbal.
Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
NTV, turning on your world. The following program has been rated PG. It may contain scenes unsuitable for children under the age of 10.
The Trend, in association with Oppo A93.
Oh yes, it is a Friday and you know it is all about tea. My name is Antonio Soul and I have everything that you need to know about what has been happening during the week, including some amazing goodies. But before I get to the amazing goodies from Oppo A93, how about I introduce two of the smartest gentlemen in Kenya. I am talking about the one and only Matomoreithi. Make some noise!
Matomoreithi is who?
Nashindo Matomoreithi ni nani?
What show is this?
Gidiji.
Matomoreithi ni nani? No. You know, this is what happens, Mato. Hey.
Niliambia wasanii, please sometimes choose the events you MC. Wewe kutoka show ya Mugithi, unakuja straight to TTTT.
No, let me tell you what I wasn't sure kama wako rada. Naona rada hii. Niko najua kama mko rada.
Tunakuona sana.
Also pia nimetua na umse, so najua majina zake zote. Martin, Gedenji, Daddy Mato. Please let this one go.
I shall let acha tu niwache.
Yaani Mato mimi sikuamini ati bado uko kwa hisho.
Najua kinyo unajaribu. Cheki coach cheza chini.
Also
cheza chini.
Also by the way, yeah, coach, I won't let you make jokes like that on this show. So that's it though. I also have the one and only Nick Quach, a very smart thespian. This gentleman, I know he doesn't get his credit a lot of times. He's a very smart guy, has amazing plays, and you have to check out his social media so you can go wherever. Every time he has a show, you really have to support this guy. Anyway, this is Nick Quach in the building.
What up?
After many chomea na mina kujenga.
What up?
It is alright.
Hey bro, you know people will start thinking outside there ati oh M-Pesa imetembea nini.
Kama watu wanataka kwenda Vasha, lazima wajitetee.
Hata acha tena wewe jua wewe ni kama wezi jengwa. Mtu hawezi kwa best yako akujenge tu vizuri. Mato Gidenji, how was your week? How's your week been? How's your family? How is everything? How are you holding on? Who did you vote for, Trump or Biden? What's up?
Sasa kazi yetu ni kushinda tu hapa tu social media, kuona tu mamawe zikirushwa, stop the account. Refresh. Ameenda mbele, ako nyuma,
Your family is great though.
Familia iko salama, iko sambamba, mtoto ana grow, bibi anabobea bado.
That's what's up.
Na size mimi ni video vixen.
Aha.
New career, mimi ni video vixen.
Nick Quach.
Where did you launch it?
Ngoma ya King Kaka, the new one. Hello. Yes, video vixen hapo.
Nick Quach, nasikia unapiganiwa na Saraipei Tande na Nadia Mokami. Wanasema wangu. So make your choice today on this show. We need to know, is it Saraipei Tande or Nadia Mokami? Who is it?
Vile wamejipanga tu hivyo, Saraipei for my wife and Nadia for the one to take care of other needs.
But how was your week?
My week was okay.
Yes.
In fact, of course it's been a week of following up on the elections. I had someone making a joke at when Trump got into the office, he decided to make the lives of immigrants hard.
Yes.
Ati watu wa Middle East aliwafukuza.
Yeah.
Hao na hao akamwambia waalaikumsalam.
No, when he said build the wall, ilikuwa assalamu alaikum. And when they started voting, alaikum salam. Anyway, I am also here to make your week. My week has been absolutely great. You know, every time that we plan for this amazing show, we're going to have an amazing week. And we also send our love and prayers to Amina, who isn't doing too well today. And that's why you're seeing me right here to represent. And I want to make your week because I want to make sure that you win yourself an Oppo A93. Somebody say Oppo A93 because this amazing phone will change how you definitely interact with your friends, family, and social media. A chance for you to win yourself Oppo A93 is coming in a very simple way. Acha tuambia juu ya magoodies. Wacha tuanze na hiyo simu vile utaishinda. Hii simu iko hapa tu nyuma yangu. You can win yourself Oppo A93 by basically going all over social media and check out the trend live on some of the things that you need to do. But let me help you out. I need you to take a selfie photo of yourself or anything else, and also take a usual photo, whether it's a portrait mode, whether it's a landscape mode, with a front camera. And by doing so, utuambie ni nini about hiyo picha manze, kubambi. Now that's the reason why you need yourself an Oppo A93. Just by doing that and making sure that you use a hashtag Oppo A93, use the hashtag HeyAnto at the trend live, at unaweza tag Daddy Mato, unaweza tag Nick Quach, ndio pia votes zako ziende juu. Because we need to see why you're struggling with your current phone and why you need the Oppo A93. And remember, it's got what we call the dual punch hole super AMOLED display. I'm talking about the 6.43-inch display, and it's packed with a new smart technology called Smart AI Gesture, where it basically allows you to pick calls without touching the phone. Na nesitaka muone vile hii simu ya Daddy Mato inakaa, hiyo front screen yake, ndio mujue manze vile hiyo simu imetengenezwa. Hebu scroll hivi ndio na umeka hadi cover nini.
Sijaweka smart air control kwa hii. Tayari lakini tuko hapo tu tuna scroll tuna confirm
Oh yes.
Bado tuko 264 and 214. Bado hawaja declare kudeclare. Hawaja declare hapo ndio simu imeshinda. Na refresh. Bado lakini ukiangalia hapa chini unaona wanasema ana lead kwa hizo tatu tu, hata ni moja tu anahitaji ya 6 ya Nevada ndio hiyo.
Exactly. And as you see that display, imagine what happens when you're definitely whether umetumiwa notes za shule ama labda una watch football, unaona Manchester United wakicharazwa, you literally feel like you are in the field right there as you suffer with Man U. Probably it is Arsenal beating some team, and I'm a Man U fan, but at the end of the day, it's really immersing yourself into that technology. And also, it also means that you, with these corona times, you don't have to keep touching your phone. You can pick calls using the smart AI technology. Well, we're still on that. I'd like Daddy Mato to open up the selfie camera. And I know that you're gonna be able to see our amazing cameraman anaitwa pale Naftali. Na hiyo ni selfie, hiyo ni nataka kufungua selfie. So, your selfie camera, the Oppo A93 is equipped with 6 AI camera, 2 selfie camera. Hiyo ni unaona hiyo selfie camera mbili hiyo hapo. Iko na 2 megapixels and 16 megapixel. Unaona Naftali, kama unajua Naftali ni wenu, leo haezi kudanganya ati afanye nation. To all those girls he speaks to today, they know nimekuona. Huwezi sema huwezi tuma kitu, that is enough. And now please eka your back camera ambayo iko na 4 cameras. One with 8 megapixels, another one with 28 megapixels, 2 megapixels, and also another one with 2 megapixels. I mean, what else do you want? What else do you need? I have sat here and told you before that I have moved to Oppo A93, and so should you. And later on, I'm going to be telling you about an amazing deal for Oppo A93 that allows you to be able to acquire it with a Lipa Later, where you own it now and pay later using installments. Just about that. Make sure you do that and also take that front selfie photo and using your back camera to onyeshe kwa nini una need hii amazing phone. In a short while also I'll be telling you about how you can win yourself an amazing gift voucher gift box from Oppo A93. Let's get into the stories that have been trending the whole week. Some of them probably were captured by Oppo A93. And let's talk about nyinyi watu nyumba 50 zina
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 50.
Watu wanaingia kwa nyumba wanaosha nyumba 50 zinaibiwa hivyo. How is that possible? I am too confused.
Watu waliingilia robbery wakaona kwa sababu robbery with violence inanipatia a longer period in prison, wacha nitoe the violence. Wacha nikuwe tu na robbery. But you see the problem is these drugs that they use have severe, sometimes very damaging effects to the people who are exposed to them. Kwa sababu ukweli ni hapa kuna dawa ilitumiwa. Na si dawa ile tunasema ati ni kamote. Hii ni chemistry nyingine mbaya sana. Watu hapo hivyo wanaweza faint. Una faint after 2 weeks unashindwa. Ni nini mbaya? Ni nini na happen?
What kind of inside job is this that could make a whole estate manzi watu waibiwe nyumba 50 na zinaoshwa clean?
Must have been a very silent night in that.
Na Christmas bado.
Bazaar night. All is come, all is gone.
Must have been very silent. But you know, this is not even the first time this is happening. For those who have been in Nairobi, you know very well that in the streets of Nairobi, these things happen a lot of times.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a friend of mine who, because of his popularity, he met someone in town and that guy was like, I'm a big fan of yours, so niaje, kamsalimia. Kumbe in the moment of kumsalimia, that is when they were rubbing something. I don't know, there's something, sometimes you smell it, sometimes they smear it on your hands, and before you know it, you're already feeling dizzy, you don't remember anything, haujui ni wapi, unaweza amkia. Like that friend of mine, alijipata ako nini, Mirema. For those who don't know where Mirema is, it is somewhere on Thika Road. In Mirema.
Superhighway, Thika Superhighway, go on.
Oh, Thika Superhighway.
Yes, wow. Go on.
But even the confidence of the robbers.
Yeah.
The idea that whether they drag these guys, and this happened in Mihango, in Utawala. And if just ask a Kikuyu friend, text them, what does Mihango mean? It basically means shughuli.
Oh, it does.
Shughuli. So these guys were literally on a job that they had to get it done. What kind of confidence do you have knowing that you're going to sort these people out, all of them?
And you know, they don't even know if all the people they have done that thing to will wake up. That is the problem with these tags. Unaweza uwa ploti mzima then utaambia watu nini.
Lakini do they care about that? No, they don't.
They don't.
Ama kuna mtu alitext akaniambia ama kama maintenance walishikana ndo wasilipe rent. Waseme we are going through difficult times. Sasa sinyi mmeona claim kumeendelea huko. Sisi tuwezi lipa rent.
Hizo za plans za kuhama.
But also sometimes you can plan things and really think about them and plan, sit down, say what you're going to say, especially during difficult times. A lot of people, especially when it comes to political leaders and the leadership of any country, they sit down, they really think about what they will say. And when one of their own has passed away. Now imagine, but don't really imagine it because it's actually true, our governor, Sonko, literally condoled with the family of his employee who wasn't actually dead. But we'll talk all about it when we come back. We're in a short commercial break. See you soon.
The aerial challenge is moving across Kenya, improving Kenyans' lives by saving them money, offering brilliant stain removal in one wash.
Wino ni mojawapo wa madoa sugu ambayo hayatoki kwa nguo, sio?
Let us see which detergent removes stubborn stains.
Na tofauti kwa hizi vitambaa zangu mbili. Kitambaa gani imeokoa pesa kina mama? Napenda hilo kwa sababu mwosho wake ni mmoja tu. Hata ndio hii nimenunua mara yangu ya kwanza.
Watch out for the aerial challenge coming to a town near you.
From far with you. I even gifted you a magnificent house. Rosa, it's the thought that counts. Please help me.
When it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Panadol Baby and Infant, tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
Oh, by the way, Carl, Mother will be visiting us this weekend.
Believe me, I'm counting the minutes. Eureka!
Red Bull gives you wings.
Kenya Medical Training College will hold its 88th graduation ceremony on December 3rd, 2020, virtually at KMTC Graduation Square, Nairobi from 10 a.m. Graduates must pay a graduation fee of 2,500 to National Bank. KMTC, training for better health.
Fresh Fry Premium Cooking Oil now has a new look and an advanced spout and seal. Triple refined, zero cholesterol and natural vitamin E. Fresh Fry, always heart friendly. Now it's even more cooking friendly. Fresh Fry, the premium cooking oil for healthy living.
You're watching The Trend in association with Oppo A93.
Oh, yes, and we are back. This is TTTT. Keep tweeting us using the hashtag TTTT. We want to know what you think about the conversation we're having. Before we went on a break, we're talking about Sonko condoling with the family of an employee who wasn't actually dead. Yeah.
Inaitwa kukimbiza fast fingers. Fast fingers. Itchy fingers. Ati kwa sababu umesikia kafununu mahali unakimbilia, you want to be the first person to break the news. You know, some blogs and some media outlets actually quoted that post as confirmation that it has happened. Only for it to be recanted later, but it was too late. Tuache kukimbilia bana.
I think what someone should tell all of us is that there is no pride in being the bearer of bad news. Just stay back, confirm, and this has happened a lot of times, just that it hasn't been happening with someone as in a high position as a governor, but it has been happening where people start speaking about someone, we have lost someone, sijui nani ametuacha, like every time the former president is trending on Twitter, people always have some nasty things to say. I mean, you don't have to be the one to say it. Always think about the family. In fact, they say, let the family be the ones to break the news.
Even just make a call and ask.
Exactly.
We're always very quick to deliver news, and especially when it's sad, because we want to be the guys who are seen as having more information.
Yes.
But also...
And also, you know, Anto, just a small one.
Yes.
This is also just another leader we are seeing. There's one that was blacked out by their own media that is about the elections that is going on. As a leader, people expect some kind of verification from you. Don't start sharing things just because you've seen them online. Don't say things just because you can say them.
Now imagine just saying things when you are drunk. You decide to assault your wife because she came home drunk, but also when she came home drunk, you are also drunk. Now a man who beat up his wife for coming home late while drunk after a drinking spree pleaded guilty to assault charges and claimed he was also not sober. This story is not sober. This is
Wali, okay. We do not condone any violence, gender-based violence, even
why do I feel like this is
human-based violence whatsoever?
Why do I feel like this is a precursor to something? I am warning you early.
No, we do not condone any form of violence. Period. Mtoto ni wa miaka 3. Kwa nini ameachwa nyumbani peke yake?
That's
for crying out loud.
And this goes to both parents. Not just the mother alone. Like this guy gets home at whatever time he got home. Then when the wife comes home later, he starts thinking like, now wewe ulikuwa wapi? And now the wife is also like, na wewe ulikuwa wapi? Wewe ni mlevi.
Nani alikuwa ameachwa nyumbani? Nani alikuwa ameachwa nyumbani na mtoto? Juu mwenye ametoka wa mwisho ndio amewacha mtoto.
And then you know this guy goes ahead and says, if you continue to read the story, he goes ahead and says, ati he hurt her, lakini haikuwa serious, hivyo vile anasema. This reminds me of my childhood where someone would slap you, then you start crying and they say, wewe una exaggerate. Kupiga lakini haikuwa uchungu hivyo.
We need kukunywa maji kidogo, so we're gonna go on a short commercial break. See you soon.
Wanasherehekea miaka 20 na wewe. Piga star 444 star 20 tumia shilingi 20 pekee utunukiwe 20 minutes na 20 MB.
How much?
Hii ni so.
Hii ni 20 bob na hii ni so, na zote ni the same size.
While other networks discriminate, sisi hatubagui, tuna serve everybody. Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
Fun and food got together beautifully at GMC Place. Enjoy our succulent meals in a serene setting with a varied choice of fun games for the little ones. Cup it up with a cuppa or a cocktail, all available to your taste. Discover the joy of a warm pool by diving into the Blue Oasis heated pool. Or at GMC Place, the fun never ends. Make your reservation today on 0701 560 560.
Do more to protect yourself and family from viruses that remain on the clothes. Separate laundry that has been exposed and do not shake to minimize the possibility of dispersing the virus through the air. Soaking your laundry in water and hand washing powder does more to kill germs than just a normal wash. After washing, dry your clothes in direct sunlight.
They say we do the expected. We say we're more than you expect. Sunlight, more than you expect.
I have to admit, I didn't like Sukuma Wiki when I was growing up, but now I've created a way to make Sukuma Wiki tastier and meatier. I simply add 2 Royco beef cubes, and the end result is a rich, meaty flavor. And today, I have brought along my harshest food critics for a taste test. My kids.
More, please!
Royco beef cubes. Add 2 small cubes for a big, meaty taste.
How much?
Hii ni so.
Hii ni 20 bob na hii ni so na zote ni the same size.
While other networks discriminate, sisi hatubagui, tuna serve everybody. Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more. Like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted. And always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola. Taste the simple joys.
I wish I could have soft and glowing skin.
New Geisha Black Soap. With activated charcoal to give you soft and glowing skin. New Geisha Black Soap and New Geisha Moringa.
This is NTV.
Tonight, orders, timelines, and pledges were made, but defiance and silence on the COVID-19 millionaire scandal is raising eyebrows and questions. Taxpayers may soon lose billions of shillings. Plus, 21 more people succumb to COVID-19, more than 1,000 others infected, and over 900 recover. While the state seeks to keep learners safe, corruption docks at the desk's project.
I want to give them 24 hours to reverse the processes that they are trying to do and to ensure that the desks go to the appropriate schools that they were assigned to.
Also tonight,
we think we will win the election very easily.
When the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners.
It's a tight race. Donald Trump is in the red and the blues are upon him.
We will not allow the corruption to steal such an important election, or any election for that matter.
In America, the vote is sacred. Each ballot must be counted.
Joe Biden appears to be at the gates to the White House. And on Bullseye,
Kenya moja. Asanteni sana. Well done.
Tutasimamisha rege ama tutasimamisha?
When consultations on the BBI report get underway, the Kenya style.
There's no reason why you cannot have BBI too.
Wawache kiburi na wawache lazima na wawache kifua na wawache vishindo.
Why law change is good for women.
Unapora mali unaletea bwana yako.
The scramble for UK and Baba Yao's long, lonely walk to redemption.
It's about time we got to work. There we go.
Red Bull gives you wings.
wa Kenya. Hii fight hatukuchagua, lakini tuko na choice. Tuchague kujilinda. Tuchague kuprotect familia zetu. Tuchague usafi. Kuosha mikono. Kuosha manyumba zetu. Ndio tulinde watoto wetu. Na tuvae mask. Future yetu iko mikononi mwetu. Kenya, let's do it for the ones we love.
Kira! Kira? Where are you?
Malaria! That's why you need the superior protection of Mortein 360-degree reach. Only this has 11 fans which enable it to reach the farthest corners. Mortein, total indoor protection.
In Kenya, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Brushing with Pepsodent removes bacteria and repairs tiny holes before they become cavities. Because every smile matters.
That's when she replied, "Give me one good reason to stay with you." Nikamtumia 100 reasons to be my boo. Akanisho unabonga sana kwa text lakini in real life when I'm timid. Hapo nika get minutes ya kupaint picture vivid. Akasema ati I'm in demand. Unadhani DM yangu ni MD? Kumbe nilikuwa nishasotiwa na 100 MB.
Call, SMS and browse from only 10 shillings with Telkom. Now that's power. Telkom, moving with you.
Songa songa na Pampers Pants. Chakula ni tam tam. Kila bite ni yum yum. Kula ni starehe na Pampers Pants. Songa na Pampers Pants. No leaks, you know. It's just the perfect fit. Mealtime is happy with Pampers Pants.
Jumia Black Fridays, 15th November at 11:59 p.m. Amazing deals, unbeatable flash sales and discounts every single day. Jumia Black Fridays, even crazier with DTB, 5th November at 11:59 p.m.
Geisha aloe vera and honey, made with the goodness of aloe vera to calm and refresh your skin.
Be strong and last long.
You're watching The Trend in association with Oppo A93.
And we are back with 2 of the smartest Kenyan gentlemen. But also, I know you want to be smart and you're definitely watching TTTT. And that's why you are definitely a smart person. Keep tweeting us at Nick Quach, at Daddy Mato, at The Trend Live, at NTV Kenya, at Antonio Soul. Use the hashtag TTTT. You are smart and you definitely need an amazing smartphone. I'm talking about Oppo A93 that is going for only 30,999 shillings. And remember, with Lipa Later, you can get to own it now and pay later for you to be able to own this amazing phone. It's got an ultra sleek body. Please, Zanimato, show them what I'm talking about. And the Oppo A93 is lighter as it weighs 164 grams and thinner since it is 7.48 millimeters, making it more convenient to carry and more comfortable to hold in your hand. Inamaanisha manzera isimu ukiwa nayo pale kwa mat, unatembea nayo, umeenda funky, umeenda gig, Kenya kifunguliwa and everything. Inamaanisha hata watu hawezi kuibia hii musi juu iko tu kwa simu yako pale, inacheza rada chini ya maji, and it only costs 30,999 shillings. Go to Lipa Later or now pay later. Speaking of paying later, there's one thing landlords do not like, and it is paying later. Now imagine your landlord drilling a hole in your roof because you've not paid, mpaka anafungua mlango juu hujalipa, alafu sasa anaenda anachukua sewage na natupa sewage kwa nyumba yako juu hujalipa rent. I mean, landlords,
And yeah, by the way, Anto, honestly, there are some landlords who really stink in this country. Like, they stink. Their actions stink. Yeah, there are some landlords who stink. Come on, man. And you see, the unfortunate bit is, alienda akidai hiyo pesa, alafu akaenda kotini, akaitishwa 10,000, ikabidi amelipa. But last week, we also had another case where we had a landlord and a tenant wakiwa na vurugana. Why can't just people be understanding, especially now?
Yeah.
Kinaumana. Yes, tunaambua hata sisi to understand landlords. Yes. Like, unajua landlord wangu watch hii show, by the way. Landlord, ni understand hata mimi, by the way. Kinaumanaga tu.
And it really brings to the fore whenever tenants complain about things like sewage and water and, you know, electricity. So, si tuna complain juu ya sewage ati manzi mtaa imekuwa ikinuka. Wewe unaenda una collect ndio siku moja ukuja unitese nayo. I mean,
there is something that you guys missed.
Yes.
That event happened in Langata at a place called Raila Village.
Aye.
Let the stink sink.
Well, let me just say.
So now,
it's getting septic in here. It's getting septic in here.
This will need a handshake for that. That was a very personal joke.
That already said, I would also like to say, of course, we've had very ridiculous stories of these stories between landlords and tenants. Just I think 2 weeks ago, we were here doing a story about another tenant that aliamua kukata sijui nini masikio ya landlord. Like, it's been a whole story of back and forth. And one thing is, I think our rent tribunals are not as strong as they should be. Because there are even things before a landlord evicts you, anafaa kukupea notice, there are some rights, you have basic rights you have as a tenant. People should be signing contracts. Of course, I don't expect in such informal settlements that there would be contracts. But sometimes there are. And also, landlords, pia ni watu. Tulipeni nyumba.
Yes.
These are businesses.
Apart from the fact that we're saying...
No, I'm just telling you, Matu. Times are hard, but they are hard for everyone. True. That's the way hauna pesa, hata landlord hana pesa.
Kama sina pesa,
have not negotiated.
Wanasema utu sio utumwa.
Yes.
Na speaking of utu na watu kulipa, pia sasa utaanza kulipa fine. Ukishikwa hujavaa mask. Na hii inaitwa task force mpya noma sana. Ushikwa tu yote parambeleti no I'm Nick Quach, I'm from NTV.
Nauza sura.
Daddy Mato nina shoot vlog my friend. Patikane bila you pay 20,000 Kenya shillings, which is more than some people's rent just for not wearing a mask. And I have to say, before we even start perambulating about this story, I think this is genuinely very unfair. It's not fair. I mean, at a taumbili, maybe tau, but 20,000.
Anto, you should understand this. That the reason why there are fines, the idea is to discourage you from kukiuka whatever law is being fined.
Exactly.
So, is wearing a mask something too hard for you to do? No. Can you do it? Yes.
Yes, you can.
If you don't do it, 20,000 shillings
is not wearing a mask a security issue?
It is.
At this point, in this day and time, who would have thought? Juzi tumeona watu unaingia Anto, imagine unaingia kwa bank, umevaa shades, kofia na mask.
Lakini
na unaenda na withdraw pesa na unatoka na usubiri.
Today I have to call you out because ni kama hapa mnachangwa muongee vile mnajisikia. Niwaulize, leo nimekuja. Nyinyi ni hypocrites. When you just fought for tenants, someone alienda akatupa hiyo kitu alitupa kwa nyumba ya tenant because atalipa rent.
Now which bado najiuliza.
Hold up, let me finish the next tenant. Hapa nitapiga watu. Then now unataka kuambia huyo mtu mwenye ananyanyaswa na tenant, it's okay anyanyaswe alipe 20,000 juu ya mask.
No. Until what I'm going to say is, you've been given a choice. Wear a mask.
Worth 20
Just
bob?
wear the mask.
Worth 20 bob?
Yeah.
Or pay a fine.
You know, if
20,000.
Na mask ikaanguka tu. You know how life is.
No.
I'm walking, ianguke just before I meet.
let me tell you, Anto, those are not the gaps we want to leave people to in this country. We know citizens' responsibility is very low in this country. People throw things when they want. People just don't care about their environment. The other day, the NMS boss was saying, we want people to start cleaning where they live. There was an uproar. Like, we just do not care.
Yes,
so
if where we
you're
live.
being told,
just
wear a mask.
Let's...
It's not, the government is not asking you for $1 million shillings. No. The only part that I didn't get, though, is that now the police boss is saying that if you're caught without the mask, you'll be fined 20K instantly because they don't want to take you to jail.
Which means
how many Kenyans can afford instant 20K?
Yes.
Like
So,
ukipatikana tu hivi.
let's agree. Let's come to a consensus as we conclude, and I'll basically ask the two of you this. At least, what is a fair amount for you to pay? Putting in mind that you're on my show and you did not come with masks. Because me, at least I'm allowed to be on this show, and you didn't wear a mask.
I don't know where is my mask. I think it's somewhere.
Please tell me, what do you think is a good amount to pay Nation Media Group?
We have social distance. Yes. Extremely. Yes. The mask is somewhere on somewhere.
I like the room you are in.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah.
You know what? That said, though, you can always follow these two amazing gentlemen. And even if you follow them in the streets and you want to say hi to Daddy Mato or you want to say hi to Nick Quach, make sure that you're wearing a mask so I or we can be able to see them next week. Where do we get Daddy Mato? On Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook?
At Daddy Mato.
And where do we get Nick Quach? On Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram?
At Nick Quach and Naivasha. Tomorrow there's a show going down, my wedding, quarantine wedding. Tuonane huko.
Are we going to be wearing masks there?
Of course we have to. We have to observe all the COVID-19 rules.
Good. And obviously right here on The Trend, on TTTT, we advise you to keep a social distance and also make sure you wear your masks. It's not about me, it's about you. If you can get it, then definitely I can get it. How about we get it at 10 p.m. and talk more on Oppo A93 and how you can be able to win yourself a gift voucher from Oppo A93. And we have amazing guests coming through at 10 p.m. Amazing games, conversation, either DJ in the building is going to be lit. Let's get it then. Keep tuning us. TTTT. Hashtag Hey Anto. Hashtag The Trend Live. Tony Kazi.
The Trend, in association with Oppo A93.
The river follows our flow. We feel the sunshine. Oh, we take the fun where we go. We feel the sunshine. Oh.
Sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
Je, maumivu ya kichwa na kukosesha amani? Kaluma Strong hutuliza maumivu ya kichwa, maumivu ya mwili na hata huondoa joto jingi mwilini. Kaluma Strong ina aspirin kama kiungo. Maumivu yakizidi, muone daktari.
Jumia Black Fridays. Over thousands of amazing deals. Everything at 59 shillings till 11:59 p.m.
Naishi Kawangara stage 2. Nilikuwa nasomea primary school, ilikuwa inaitwa Emmanuel Glory Academy. Sikuwa naona kama za join high school, but my teachers waliniambia kama kwenye hamujiwezi kujoin high school, sasa mkiwork hard class tutawasaidia kujoin program ya Wings to Fly. I worked hard and I got scholarship. I was able to be among the chosen few. Form 2 tumeingia hivi, term ya kwanza walilipia. Sasa kukatokea na hii pandemic ya coronavirus, wakatuambia tukuje home. Mtu kama mimi sasa nilianza kushtuka, sasa nikasema nitasoma aje sasa. Wings to Fly program ikaleta hizi radio na solar zitusaidie kuniwezesha kuendelea kusoma hata kama ni usiku. Equity wao wanatupatia pesa kidogo ya mahitaji hapa nyumbani. Saa zingine nakanga tu chini naambia Mungu asante kwa kunisaidia nilijoin hii program. Najua naweza achieve dream yangu siku moja ya to become a lawyer, but ka savings to fly, singeweza kufika hapa hata kwenye nipo.
Kiswahili for Form 2 coming up right now, and then
Are you looking to settle your family in an affordable, clean and serene environment? Look no further than Garden of Joy in Machakos by Optiven. The project strategically sits between the Mua and Koma Hills, providing you with beautiful landscapes, fresh air and a much-needed break from the hustle and bustle of the city. The Garden of Joy also comes with a jogging track, a meditation park and a children's play area, making it the perfect location to set up your countryside home. Get your value-added plot at only 1.295 million shillings. We also have flexible payment options of up to 12 months. Call us today on 0790 300 300 or visit www.optivan.co.ke.
Kwa nini sheria ya jenda haifuatwi?
Mwanaume ni kichwa na kichwa ya mwanaume lazima ikuwe kichwa ngumu.
Mbona unapenda kuwa nagging hivyo eh?
Ni wewe ulifanya hii yote ikatokea wakati ulianza kutembea na ex wangu Rao. Wewe unafikiria mimi nafeel aje ex wangu akiwa rafiki yako?
Nimejaribu kukupenda lakini wewe haupendeki.
Umechapa baya. Si ni kawaida yetu mahasla kusota na kulia.
Yeah, just that I wanted a 6 billion loan with my account.
I'm sorry, but Facebook doesn't offer loans.
No, but I have an account with you.
To help fight the spread of coronavirus, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of coronavirus in Kenya.
Do you own land or property in Nairobi? Hurry and clear your outstanding land rates. We have extended the 100% waiver on land rates up to 15th November 2020. So, collect your invoice from our cash office at Times Tower Banking Hall or City Hall and Makadara offices and pay today only through the Nairobi County Revenue Collection accounts at Cooperative Bank of Kenya. You stand to gain 100% from the 100% waiver extension. At the end of the waiver period, KRA will institute enforcement measures. Terms and conditions apply.
Istiqbal is now in Kenya. We are the voice for quality, colorful, innovative, and functional home furniture with presence in 92 countries worldwide. We have it all: sofas, beds, dining, and mattresses. Celebrate our end-year sale of 50% off. Yes, everything at half price from 2nd November to 31st December. Visit our showroom at Panasar Center, Mombasa Road, opposite Airtel.
Je, maumivu ya kichwa na kukosesha amani? Kaluma Strong hutuliza maumivu ya kichwa, maumivu ya mwili na hata huondoa joto jingi mwilini. Kaluma Strong ina aspirin kama kiungo. Maumivu yakizidi, muone daktari.
The baddest reggae showdown all over East and Central Africa. Jam Down KE comes to you straight. Ndani ya NTV kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 6. DJ alongside Miss Katiwa.
We have a lined up show for you, and the guest, of course.
This is yours truly, Marcia Griffiths. I will be live on NTV. Jam Down.
This coming Saturday,
10 p.m. till late.
It's gonna be great. Don't miss it.
Collect your invoice from our cash office at Times Tower Banking Hall or City Hall and Makadara offices and pay today only through the Nairobi County Revenue Collection accounts at Cooperative Bank of Kenya. You stand to gain 100% from the 100% waiver extension.
This is NTV.
that day of the week we all look forward to, and that is Friday or Friday. Some may put it right on time for NTV Weekend Edition, and here is what we have lined up.
Tonight, orders, timelines and pledges were made, but defiance and silence on the COVID-19 millionaire scandal is raising eyebrows and questions. Taxpayers may soon lose billions of shillings. Plus, 21 more people succumb to COVID-19, more than 1,000 others infected, and over 900 recover. While the state seeks to keep learners safe, corruption docks at the desk's project.
I want to give them 24 hours to reverse the processes that they are trying to do and to ensure that the desks go to the appropriate schools that they were assigned to.
Also tonight,
we think we will win the election very easily.
When the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners.
It's a tight race. Donald Trump is in the red and the blues are upon him.
We will not allow the corruption to steal such an important election, or any election for that matter.
In America, the vote is sacred. Each ballot must be counted.
Joe Biden appears to be at the gates to the White House. And on Bullseye,
Kenya moja. Asanteni sana.
Well done.
Tutasimamisha rege ama tutasimamisha?
When consultations on the BBI report get underway, the Kenya style.
There's no reason why you cannot have BBI too.
Wawache kiburi na wawache lazima na wawache kifua na wawache vishindo.
Why law change is good for women,
Unapora mali ni unaletea bwana yako.
the scramble for UK, and Baba Yao's long, lonely walk to redemption.
This is Weekend Edition with Olive Burrows.
My name is Olive Burrows, as you heard, and our sign language interpreter tonight is Flora Atieno. If you consider the amount of information you had about the COVID-19 billionaires scandal at the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority 2 months ago, you would realize that it's now a fortnight since the Director of Public Prosecutions, Nurdin Haji, received updated KEMSA investigative files recommending for the prosecution of at least 6 state officers from the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. However, no arrests have been directed by the ODPP yet, and with the communication promised to the public on the probe still being a tight-lipped affair. NTV's Seth Olale reports on the apparent silence on the scandal and how you, the taxpayer, risks losing billions of shillings.
6 Kenya Medical Supplies Authority employees implicated in the 7.8 billion shillings procurement scandal are yet to be arraigned 2 weeks after the ESCC presented to the Office of Director of Public Prosecution a revised investigative file on the KEMSA heist after rejecting the initial one due to what the DPP termed as lack of sufficient evidence, just as his 2-week disclosure promise period lapsed. The last time the DPP publicly spoke about the COVID-19 millionaire scandal was over a month ago.
And before you can go to court, you must have enough evidence to prosecute. We are not saying that there is no evidence, we are saying that the threshold has not been reached.
In total, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission probed 52 civil servants and 70 companies that allegedly benefited from the scam.
People will be prosecuted arising from what has happened at KEMSA. That is very, very, very critical.
President Uhuru Kenyatta on 26 August, during his address on the country's COVID-19 situation, gave a time-bound instruction.
The relevant agencies should expedite their ongoing investigations and conclude the same within 21 days.
It is now 72 days or 10 weeks and 2 days or 2 months and 11 days after the presidential order, but the information available to the public on the probe is almost the same as it was on the day of the pronouncement, with no significant information being shared since then. There appears to be a lull in communicating the details of the COVID-19 millionaires situation from government, with yet another presidential directive failing to be implemented.
I also hereby direct that the Ministry of Health, within the next 30 days, must come up with a transparent, open method and mechanism through which all tenders and procurement done by KEMSA.
That was on the 31st of August, and to date, 2 months and 6 days later, the Ministry of Health is yet to put out the online system, highlighting how the tendering process was done as directed. A week ago, according to the State House social media posts, the head of state was to receive a status report on the ongoing reforms at the Kenya Medical Supplies Agency. No word about this and if it had any implications on the COVID-19 millionaires mega scandal. As Kenyans await the DPP's next move on the investigative files from EACC, the distribution of COVID-19 medical supplies worth 6.3 billion shillings are still at KEMSA's warehouse at the risk of expiry and ultimately lost to the taxpayer. This is after EACC confiscated procurement documents, therefore stopping the agency from procuring and tendering to the counties until investigations are complete. KEMSA Board Chairman Kembi Gitura had formally pleaded with Health CS Mutai Kagwe to allow the agency to dispose the items under investigations. This plea has not been successful as yet.
Going forward, we shall be using the platform of IFMIS and inviting them to register.
Should KEMSA go ahead and sell its current COVID-19 related stock using the current market price, taxpayers are set to lose a whopping 2.3 billion shillings, a fact confirmed by Auditor General Nancy Gadungu when she presented a special audit report before the Joint Senate Committee investigating the COVID-19 scandal. Seth Olale, NTV, Nairobi.
The unfavorable COVID-19 situation in the country is still not looking up, and morbidly so. Kenya has again lost 21 lives to the COVID-19 virus for the second day in a row. This brings the number of those who've succumbed to the virus to 1,093. 1,109 new infections have been recorded, drawn from a sample size of 7,153. This translates to a positivity rate of 15.5%. This means that Kenya has reported a total of 60,704 COVID infections, and the Ministry of Health has also reported 938 recoveries, bringing the total to 40,131. 1,300 COVID patients are presently admitted to various health facilities, with 60 of them in ICU, while 5,439 are on home-based care. And keeping with matters COVID-19, we move to the schools. And Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha has revealed that there are individuals who are already trying to have corrupt dealings in the Desks for Schools project. Gabriel Kudaka has the details.
10 o'clock Friday morning. Grade 4 and Class 8 pupils at Langas Primary School received a surprise visit by Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha. The CS was surprised as well, just unpleasantly so.
You are talking about a report. I'm talking about what is here on
Sir, you have noted. We have to
Can you get away from this meeting now?
The head teacher and the Uasin Gishu County Director of Education, Mbaka Gitonga, had a difficult time trying to assure the CAs that they would improve the hygiene status at the school.
But we must ensure that all the children are in an environment that is suitable for them. I have also noticed that my field officers, especially the lower level of my field officers, only follow me when I come to inspect schools. And we are going to act very swiftly.
The pressure saw teachers and pupils leave their classes and embark on cleaning the school. They received backup from a team of Kazikwa Vijana youth who were working in the neighborhood. But besides cleanliness, there was more to inspect at the school.
You have confirmed yourselves that the quality of the product is good. Yesterday I was in Kirinyaga and Muranga.
Some individuals have allegedly grabbed seats at the table of corruption in the Desks project.
So for those teachers in Migori area who together with some of my officers, think that they are smarter than the government, I want to give them 24 hours to reverse the processes that they are trying to do.
The CS later toured the Eldoret National Polytechnic, where he expressed satisfaction with the level of preparedness. Education CS declined to field questions regarding the measures being put in place by the government to address the rising cases of COVID-19 in schools, instead only advising learning institutions to adhere to the Ministry of Health protocols. Gabriel Kudaka, NTV.
A day after 75 people, that is 68 students, 5 teachers and 2 support staff, tested positive for COVID-19 at the Bahati Girls High School in Nakuru, the school has been converted into a quarantine facility due to the high number of infections recorded. The school, which has 183 candidates, was forced to isolate the other 115 students as health officials monitored the progress of the 68 girls who were infected. One student who was admitted at the Nakuru Provincial Hospital is in stable condition, while the other 67 are asymptomatic. In order to contain the virus, the school was fumigated, with no student allowed to leave. The situation was, however, different at the Kiamaina Secondary School, which had one of its students test positive for the virus. Their studies continued at the day school uninterrupted, with strict adherence to the Ministry of Health guidelines. Efforts to get more details from the Education Sub-County Director were not successful. Away from matters COVID, we move on to matters BBI, and claims of betrayal are threatening to split the Building Bridges Initiative Steering Committee after one of its members claimed that sections of the recently released report were doctored. Retired Major General John Say has disowned sections of the report, but the committee Joint Secretary Paul Mwangi has criticized Say, calling him a liar. Vincent Odor reports that there is a new collaboration looking to challenge the BBI report and defend the current constitution.
A rift is brewing in the Building Bridges Initiative Steering Committee over the credibility of the recently released BBI report. Retired Major General John Say, a man in the 14-member committee, claims that members were kept in the dark about the document until 4 days to its launch. Say claims that a number of proposals published in the report were neither proposed by Kenyans nor discussed and approved by the members. This includes the creation of the position of the Prime Minister and 2 deputies, the additional 70 members of Parliament, and the position of the Judiciary Ombudsman. He says majority of members in the committee had preferred the creation of the position of official opposition as the best way to solve the sharing of the political cake.
There is a measure of betrayal in that when the issue of constituencies came up, we said if we had known, we would have discussed it, or if we had known, we would not have signed.
The committee, according to Say, never met since March after the COVID-19 pandemic hit the country. The committee of experts was then allegedly left to work on the document. Then members were called 1 weekend before Mashujaa Day to sign the final report.
We expected to have a fully fledged discussion and comparison and reviewing and perhaps even correcting. But everything went quiet. We did not have time to discuss anything other than to be told the document needs to be presented to the 2 principals on Mashujaa Day. Tukasema okay, kama hakuna kitu imebadilishwa, na more so if it came from one of the principals, ambaye ni Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, and there was a PS Kibicho, and they said the document is unchanged, everything is okay.
But the Joint Secretary to the BBI Task Force, Paul Mwangi, has termed Say as a liar, insisting that all members were involved in the preparation of the report. Mwangi posted on his social media page that, quote, "Of concern though is why Major Say, a respected elder, is lying. Ever since 2018, he has said he is under pressure. Severally, he asked the Secretariat for security. Even when we were signing, he told everyone he is under pressure. End of quote. Mwangi adds that more than 2 times during BBI retreats, Major Sei was caught secretly photographing presentations on the projector screen. When asked, he claimed he had bad eyesight and wanted to take a closer look. Members beseeched him to stop. As the battles within the task force unfold, the battles against the report and its perceived agenda are building up. Na Kenya leader Martha Karua, Makueni Governor Kivutha Kibwana, economist and activist David Ndii, activists Daisy Amdani and Jerotich Sei, and youth leader Rosa Wangu met to, in these words, consult on a progressive, proactive, political initiative to defend the Constitution of Kenya of 2010, as well as to defeat impunity, offer leadership that will uphold and implement rather than subvert it. Vincent Oduor, NTV.
Away from matters BBI, Kenyan lawyer Paul Gisheru is facing 6 charges of soliciting and inducement to corruption for offering up to 5 million shillings in bribes to 6 international criminal court prosecution witnesses in 2013 in an effort to get them to withdraw from the case. Gisheru, who appeared before the court via video link, was also accused of seeking to induce 2 of the witnesses with job offers, charges which Gisheru, who chose to represent himself at the hearing, denied. In an effort to perhaps lay the groundwork for a request for interim release, Gisheru made a point of informing the court that he had voluntarily surrendered at his own expense and was neither threatened nor coerced to do so. The court will also be considering whether to separate his case from that of Philip Kipkoech Bet, with whom an arrest warrant was jointly issued in 2015. The prosecution, led by senior trial lawyer Anton Steinberg, did not oppose a severance, and neither did Gisheru.
Paul Gisheru is criminally responsible of the crime of corruptly influencing a witness by paying witness P397 1 million Kenyan shillings and by offering to pay the witness 5 million Kenyan shillings in order to influence the witness to withdraw as a prosecution witness.
The allegations read out to me are not true. They are false. All of them, the 6 of them, are false.
The Court of Appeal has upheld the death sentence of Ruth Kamande, who was found guilty of stabbing her boyfriend 22 times in September of 2015 at Buruburu Estate. High Court Judge Jesse Lasit sentenced Kamande to death in 2017, saying the court had proven beyond reasonable doubt that the accused committed the offense. Kamande, who became the 2016 Miss Langata Women's Prisons Beauty Queen, appealed the sentence, which has been overruled by the Court of Appeal. In 2016, President Uhuru Kenyatta turned all death sentences into life jail terms. Up next, an update on the U.S. elections on the other side of this break.
Been better with the new look Sour. Now with a new formulation too that will leave you feeling fresh for longer, while the soak lasts even longer.
I love what I saw at Victory Gardens. The solar, street light, the water, service roads. It's just a home far away from home.
I would encourage everybody to go to Optiven. Actually, they are real. I wanted to build a retirement home. The serenity, the place is beautiful actually.
I am very happy and I am satisfied.
Thank you very much, Optiven. You have given me a home. I'm happy.
Optiven Limited, the pacesetters in real estate.
Sona moja imetengenezwa kwa njia spesheli ili kupambana na maumivu kwa haraka. Sona moja ina aspirin kama kiungo. Sona moja, kitulizo kamili. Maumivu yakizidi, pata ushauri wa daktari.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
Kenya Medical Training College will hold its 88th graduation ceremony on December 3rd, 2020, virtually at KMTC Graduation Square, Nairobi from 10 a.m. Graduates must pay a graduation fee of 2,500 to National Bank. A donning graduation gown will be optional, and graduates wishing to get one can visit KMTC headquarters in Nairobi from November 4, 2020 to November 20th, 2020. We invite you to join the live event on Facebook at KMTC Official and YouTube at KMTC Official. KMTC, training for better health.
So vile nasema, wacha nikubatie statistics. Niko na gamia 1,500. Tunakuwa drapo gamia na kuwa 6,000. 2,000 natengeneza leather, natengeneza viatu, wallet, kibeti, nauza hapa, na batia wewe 50%. Wacha niweke credit nikupigie.
Namna gani wewe? Hii mambo ya kuishiwa na credit kila saa. Come on. Nunua hiyo simu ya Vodafone. Calling fiber to fiber is 0 shillings per minute. And it is not expensive. Only 2,999 Kenya shillings.
Alo hali wa. Hata fadhali hiyo credit ikae ninunue simu basi.
Faibika leo na Vodafone for only 2,999 Kenya shillings. It will always be free to call fiber to fiber.
Superior stain removal na mwosho moja just got more affordable na 10 bob too.
The baddest reggae showdown all over East and Central Africa. Jam Down KE comes to you straight. Ndani ya NTV kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 6. DJ alongside Miss Katiwa.
We have a lined up show for you, and the guest, of course.
This is yours truly, Marcia Griffiths. I will be live on NTV. Jam Down.
This coming Saturday,
10 p.m. till late.
It's gonna be great. Don't miss it. It's
Collect your invoice from our cash office at Times Tower Banking Hall or City Hall and Makadara offices and pay today only through the Nairobi County Revenue Collection accounts at Cooperative Bank of Kenya. You stand to gain 100% from the 100% waiver extension.
Thank you for staying with us on NTV Weekend Edition. The U.S. state of Georgia said Friday it will recount votes from the election in which Joe Biden has made a thin lead over President Donald Trump. A top elected official overseeing the elections called it a close call as almost complete results as at Friday morning showed Biden leading by just over 1,500 votes in Georgia. President Trump has continued in his unsubstantiated allegations of voter fraud, claiming that he has won the race. But Joe Biden is also confident that the White House is his for the taking. The Republican is in the red and is already feeling the blues.
The election in the United States of America battleground state of Georgia remains too close to call, says Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger in Atlanta.
We're not seeing any widespread irregularities. We're not seeing anything widespread. We are investigating any credible accusation with any real evidence behind it. When you have a narrow margin, little small things can make a difference.
Georgia is critical as it is the only state holding elections for both its Senate seats this year, meaning it will determine which party is in control. Under Georgia's system, Senate races go to a runoff if no candidate receives 50% in the first round. Raf said that Georgia was letting observers from both campaigns watch the counting. With his re-election hopes fading into the blue fields, Trump is making it clear, however, that he's not ready to accept defeat, launching unsubstantiated claims of voter fraud and claiming that he has won.
We'll not allow the corruption to steal such an important election, or any election for that matter. And we can't allow anybody to silence our voters and manufacture results.
Democrat Joe Biden pulled ahead of President Donald Trump in the potentially decisive state of Pennsylvania on Friday. Pennsylvania and its 20 electoral votes would be enough to put the 77-year-old Biden past the coveted number of 270 votes in the Electoral College, which determines the presidency.
Each ballot must be counted, and that's what we're going to see going through now, and that's how it should be. Democracy is sometimes messy. We have no doubt that when the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners.
With tens of thousands of votes remaining to be counted, many of them heavily Democratic areas, Biden opened up a 5,500 vote lead over the Republican incumbent, real-time state election results showed. Biden currently has at least 253 electoral votes, with some organizations calling some states pushing him to 264, and is leading in 3 other states, Arizona, Georgia, and Nevada, where votes from Tuesday's bitterly contested election continue to be counted.
Speaking of the blues, to quote Ray Charles, Georgia on my mind. Tragically, 2 children have been shot dead in Chemstow area on the border of West Pokot and Marakwet on Friday morning when they were herding their livestock. This was on the same morning of a meeting between leaders from the North Rift and security officials in an engagement aiming at ending insecurity at the borders of Kapedo and other neighboring counties. The insecurity in the Kapedo and Sugota Valley Belt has seen investors exploring geothermal energy shun the Silale blocks as gun attacks have marred the place, denying it the opportunity for meaningful development to take place.
I would request when Ali talks, MCS ya Turkana East, please support your senior brother. Kama ameamua barabara ya amani, tusaidie. Na nyinyi wa Pokot wote ya East, kama mkitakisimama aseme twende hivi kwa mambo ya amani, please saidieni yeye. Tutasaidiana na nyinyi. Kabisa. Na hii si siasa. Where peace is, all parties die. And all political alienations and wings, hata PPI hakuna ndani kwa hii.
Naomba ruhusa na hawa viongozi tupate wasia sehemu hii. Kama viongozi tutakataa kuweka amani, tunataka tulaaniwe. Sisi na boma zetu na watoto wetu tuangamie. Kama tunataka watoto wengine waangamie, mbona sisi tuishi? Mbona sisi tunawili? Ndio tuweze kubadilisha. Tuko na opportunity, my friend, in this North Rift, ya kuwa the economic powerhouse of this nation.
May the 2 children rest in peace. Would you offer yourself to be used for clinical trials for a new drug? Well, if your answer is no, then you may want to rethink that, because you may be the link to saving more lives in the war against cancer. Charity Mwangi tells us why.
Cancer diagnosis sounds to some as a death sentence. One of the main burdens, aside from the toll of the illness, is the financial one. Families are usually left shouldering huge medical bills, and unfortunately, for a treatment that researchers now say is sometimes flawed from the start.
Research has found that genetic differences in human populations in different parts of the world exist and may influence the course of disease and treatment.
And that began the idea to say that if other ethnicities metabolize drugs differently, what about cancer drugs that come to Kenya? Maybe our patients metabolize them differently. Maybe they have more side effects, less benefits.
Researchers say that Africans' failure to submit themselves to research may be their own undoing. However, Kenyans may have to bite the bullet and participate in life-saving medical research. That opportunity has been presented by the Aga Khan University Hospital that has now launched a clinical research unit.
The government, NHIF, will be able to subsidize to say we will pay for standard of care. Sponsors will be able to say yes, we'll pay for experimental therapy. And then the research part of it will have to be funded in some way by those who are interested in research. So we do not want any of our patients in Kenya not to be able to have access to clinical trials just because they do not have the means. And that is had to be fundamental, a policy, a commitment to our patients.
An estimated 33,000 Kenyans are said to have lost their lives to different types of cancer in 2018, with a further 48,000 having gotten cancer diagnoses in the same year. Charity Mwangi, NTV.
Time for us to take a commercial break. And speaking of commercials, Dan Mangi will be back with the business news. Answer's here. Yes.
Wow, what a nice gift. I would definitely give this next time.
Cousins Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, trusted for decades by millions of moms across Africa. Cousins Baby, the gift that keeps on giving.
The Samsung BlueTech sale is backed by popular demand. Up to 20% off on selected mobile devices, along with additional 50% screen replacement offer on the Galaxy S20 series. Enjoy up to 30% off on selected TVs, refrigerators, washing machines, and other home appliances. Don't miss out on these unbeatable deals. Visit your nearest participating Samsung dealer store to enjoy this and many more offers.
Sona moja imetengenezwa kwa njia spesheli ili kupambana na maumivu kwa haraka. Sona moja ina aspirin kama kiungo. Sona moja, kitulizo kamili. Maumivu yakizidi, pata ushauri wa daktari.
My primary school life was difficult, but my mom struggled and I managed to finish second at age 2016. I knew back in my heart that when I was getting a scholarship, I couldn't make it for the high school. My friend told me all benefit of Wings to Fly scholarship, school fees, shopping, transport. I knew that there's no any option to get the school fees. That's why I went to apply the scholarship. My mom was called back and told that Edwin got the scholarship. I knew it that my dreams would come to pass. 2020, when the coronavirus pandemic came, I was very, very worried about my KCC, but Wings to Fly gave us light system and the radio that we will continue lessons with it. Now I can read at night and wake up very early in the morning, like 4, to go through my books. Before I got the scholarship, it was like darkness was before me. But when I got the Wings to Fly scholarship, light has come to my life, and I am sure that by God's grace, I will go to the best university in this world, which is Oxford, to partake medicine and surgery, and I can see my future being very, very good.
Answer's here. Yes.
Wow, what a nice gift. I would definitely give this next time.
Cousins Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, trusted for decades by millions of moms across Africa. Cousins Baby, the gift that keeps on giving.
Fun and food got together beautifully at GMC Place. Enjoy our succulent meals in a serene setting with a varied choice of fun games for the little ones. Cup it up with a cuppa or a cocktail, all available to your taste. Discover the joy of a warm pool by diving into the Blue Oasis heated pool. Or At GMC Place, the fun never ends. Make your reservation today on 0701 560 560.
How much?
Hii ni so.
Hii ni 20 bob na hii ni so na zote ni the same size.
While other networks discriminate, sisi hatubagui, tuna serve everybody. Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
Good evening and welcome to NTV Business. I'm Dan Mwangi. Now, Industrialization and Trade Cabinet Secretary, that's Betty Minor, has asked businesses to comply with the established guidelines and protocols in a pandemic war or face even tougher measures as the COVID-19 infections rise. The CS spoke as the Nairobi Metropolitan Service shut down a number of businesses, including hotels in the Central Business District, for failing to adhere to the guidelines.
Kenyan businesses have responded very well, and our hope is as we all continue to comply with the government protocols on keeping ourselves safe, you can comply and keep your business operating, but just make sure that you're compliant, because if we are not compliant, then we're going to invite more severe restriction measures on ourselves, which we don't require, because we need to keep ourselves busy and to keep and creating jobs.
Kenya has begun the commercial production of genetically modified cotton, a move aimed at revitalizing the country's long-neglected cotton value chain and the textile industry. The commercialization of the crop is part of the ongoing efforts by Agriculture CS Peter Munya to reform the country's agriculture sector amid growing resistance from governors and other stakeholders. Victor Kiprop has the details.
Once a vital source of foreign exchange for Kenya, cotton production has virtually collapsed to a point where the country now imports about 80% of the cotton it processes. But after numerous failed attempts at revitalizing the sector, the government now believes it has found the solution through commercialization of biotech cotton.
Currently, cotton production stands at 20,000 bales. As we roll out commercial production of BT cotton, we hope to progressively enhance production to reach 200,000 bales by 2022.
The seeds of the BT cotton, which has been genetically engineered to ensure early maturity and resistance to common pests, will now be distributed to 23 counties suitable for cotton production. Distribution to 9 eastern counties began today.
The revival of the farming of cotton now will give us the opportunity to produce our own apparel and therefore increase our participation in the value chain, so that we are not just importing and stitching, we are also able to produce our own textiles and our own fabric.
Other reforms touching on tea and sugar have, however, run into headwinds, with governors and senators rejecting them on account that they were not consulted in the reforms that touch on a devolved function.
That the Senate Studying Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, together with the Council of Governors, jointly rejects in toto the gazettement of sugar and tea regulations for lack of compliance with the Constitution.
The mantra that agriculture is devolved is very misleading. What is devolved is largely crop husbandry, animal husbandry, extension services, disease control at the local level. Policy making still remains a national government mandate.
Agriculture is still regarded as the backbone of Kenya's economy, accounting for about 26% of the country's gross domestic product. But corruption, mismanagement and underfunding have left the sector registering a dismal performance and farmers with poor returns. Victor Kiprop, NTV Business.
As we warm up for Food Friday, listen to this. Return to eating indigenous foods to ensure that you stay healthy and keep lifestyle diseases away. This is among the key messages at the Akamba Food Festival held in the county of Makueni. This has been considered a timely message at a time when the COVID-19 pandemic is hitting the country with the need for people to have boosted immunity. One key message that junk food has a reason it's called just that, junk.
They turned up in large numbers, residents of Makueni and neighboring counties alike, the young and the old, for the annual Akamba Food Festival. There was an exhibition center showcasing Kamba traditional foods, medicines and utensils. Visitors sampled traditional meals, including ugali made of cassava flour, which was served with sour milk, muthokoi and porridge made from finger millet, among other foodstuffs. The food and drinks were served in calabashes, and what was among the key goals of the event was to promote the consumption of indigenous food, especially in these days of increasing lifestyle diseases occasioned by what people eat.
To encourage our people to take those natural foods or traditional foods which have no those preservatives, chemicals.
Wakila vyakula vya aina hiyo wanakuwa hata ugonjwa wa kisukari, high blood pressure.
Wakitaka kuishi maisha marefu, maisha ambayo hayana shida, wapende hizi vyakula. Vyakula vya mzungu sawa, lakini wasikuwe ni kama bila kukula chakula ya mzungu ni kama hujakula, na ukiona mtu akikula chakula ya kienyeji unamuona maskini.
The elders emphasized on the need to restore back cultural traditions, noting they are of great importance in the modern day life.
Hata tumekuwa na pombe ya kienyeji, ile Mkamba anaita kaluvu. Na hii kaluvu haikuwa na shida yoyote. Na tungeomba na tumeomba gavana akiwa hii karubu ikuwe licensed. Ndio ikikuwa licensed, tutoe vijana wetu kwa hizi karubu mbaya ziko na sumu.
And the strength of a woman was displayed by this old lady who explained how welding was done back then. Rozongoi, NTV.
Now, stay off the junk if you must, but it's a good balance. It's good to have a balance nonetheless. Soil erosion remains one of the biggest hurdles in sustaining sufficient crop production in the country. Topography, poor land use and poor water management are said to contribute to soil erosion. Food Friday tonight revisits the Solai tragedy and how it has affected food security in the area since then.
When the walls of the Patel Dam caved in 2 years ago, it sent millions of liters of water down into villages, flattening homes and crops on a 3-kilometer stretch. The deluge carried with it valuable topsoil that supported the livelihoods of small-scale farmers in this semi-arid region of Nakuru County.
Kwa shamba nilikuwa napata kama eka moja unaweza pata 25 bags. Kama ni maharagwe of maize. Na kwa maharagwe unaweza pata hata roughly 10. Lakini sasa saa hizi maharagwe hakuna. Mahindi hiyo pia haiko. Kwa hivyo na hiyo shamba pia imebaki mawe tu. Kwa hivyo rutuba yote ilikuwa washed away.
To date, this land remains bare and barren due to the extent of soil erosion that happened in an instant. However, soil erosion has been on the rise in Nakuru over the years, and Solai is not an exception.
Soil loss refers to the loss of the topsoil. That is a layer that then carries most of the crop, will carry most of the fertilizer. This is easily noticeable when you're around Nakuru and you see most of the streams are brown in color. That, of course, is evidence of soil loss.
Experts say it will take a decade for the arable land destroyed by the dam waters to support crops in Solai, even as the county government continues with efforts to create awareness on soil conservation.
The beauty about soil, it's just about management. Is what kind of management are they doing? Are they adding in organic matter? Are they putting in residues? Are they putting in? Are they practicing crop rotation? Maybe they also need to plant trees. You know, they need to plant grasses. You know, grasses are very good at regenerating soil.
And as the dam swept away topsoil upstream, the silt was deposited on farms downstream, impacting farming.
4 acres ilikuwa mahindi. Ilikuwa na another 3 acres hay ya nyasi ya ng'ombe hay ya kukata. Hii maji ilikuja ikafunika hay yote. Mahindi 2 acres ilileta silt around 1 foot. Ambayo ilifunika na sasa kulima hiyo silt sasa itakuwa shida.
When you have soils that are rich in silt, they are much more erodible. Those are actually the loamy kind of soils. They're much more erodible. And in Nakuru County, we see that the Maimahiu area has the most erodible soils. We do have other pockets. There's some areas that are so erodible, they're able to lose up to 10 tons per hectare. Others lose slightly less.
Scientists are now warning that the siltation downstream could put the area at risk of flooding and waterlogging, worsening agricultural productivity. The county, on the other hand, says there could be a possibility that soil erosion is contributing to food insecurity in the county.
Our losses are at least between 10, 15 to 20% of losses due to loss of soil. And also, when you lose the soil, you also have a problem with the filtration of water. The topsoil is the most absorbent. It gets most of the water and takes care of the crops. When you lose that, and you're left with a very hard surface below. And therefore, even the yield levels will go down.
Soil is the foundation of crop production and is directly linked to the health of the people it supports through the food grown on it. Experts recommend the assimilation of less harmful methods in the preparation of land before growing crops, and also the use of organic fertilizer that is said to support the lives of microorganisms that build up the earth. Bridget Ngana, NTV, Food Friday.
That's it for me and for the week. Thank you for joining us. I'll do this again next week. My name is Dan, and business is the same. Good night.
We all are looking for products to protect ourselves from viruses, but not all products protect us. Did you know that using Dettol soap and water protects against viruses? Many viruses are surrounded by an envelope with receptors that enable them to enter a human cell and cause infection. Dettol soap destroys the outer layer of the virus and effectively removes it. Protect your family from the spread of viruses with Dettol. Dettol cleans and is now tested and proven to be effective against COVID-19 virus. This has been Medifax for Dettol.
Wataipenda, ataipenda, and them, pia yeye, na hao pia, kila mtu ataipenda. Pata kila kitu upendacho kwa M-Pesa kupitia *334#. Kwa kuweka kila kitu kwa namba moja, tumerahisisha mambo ili uweze kuendelea kufanya vitu unavyopenda ukitumia M-Pesa.
Rock Industries brings you Rock Plastic with a variety of kitchenware, ranging from kitchen dishes, cups, plates, clothesline pegs, spoons, and even rulers for learners. All this coming in your preferred size, beautiful colors and texture, and our products are one shop away from where you are across the country. All Rock Industries Limited products are 100% virgin raw material that is cost-friendly. For these and more products, contact our offices on 0722575619 or 0736028181. You can also visit our offices in Industrial Area, Ndume Road, off Longa Longa Road, Nairobi.
Melissa? Mom, it's Dad's birthday today. I'm giving him a party just like he gives me.
Nothing makes a mother more proud than seeing her child growing up. But I know that as she learns to care for others, she'll face even more germs and the risk of illnesses.
That's why you need strong Dettol protection. Just 1 cup of Dettol protects your home and family from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Growing up needs Dettol protection.
From far with you. I even gifted you a magnificent house. Rosa, it's the thought that counts. Please help me.
When it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Panadol Baby and Infant, tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Istiqbal is now in Kenya. We are the voice for quality, colorful, innovative, and functional home furniture with presence in 92 countries worldwide. We have it all. Sofas, beds, dining, and mattresses. Celebrate our end-year sale of 50% off. Yes, everything at half price from 2nd November to 31st December. Visit our showroom at Panasar Center, Mombasa Road, opposite Airtel.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water, and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
For what is a favorite part of NTV Weekend Edition on a Friday's Bullseye. Friends today and enemies tomorrow, and vice versa in one political formation this season and rivals in the next. That's the ping pong game politicians play with Kenyans as the balls. The games are on yet again, and you haven't seen anything yet. It's all about choosing which road is likely to take one to political canon. And as Emmanuel Juma reports on Bullseye, consultations on the BBI report are on loudly. After all, they're using the Kenyan style. Four minutes ago.
Consultations on the BBI report are on Kenyan style.
Na Kenya moja. Asanteni sana. Well done.
Tunauliza wale ambao wanasukuma hii maneno wawache kiburi na wawache lazima na wawache kifua na wawache vishindo.
It's all about winning. You never show weakness. Ironically, the report is meant to cure what they call winner take it all malady.
Tutasimamisha rege ama tutasimamisha?
The first thing is, let's clear this one as it is.
You are very hypocritical if you tell me that I cannot amend the proposal to amend the constitution.
There's no reason why you cannot have BBI too. Yeah?
Please, let us have a conversation, let us have a discussion, let us build consensus so that we can move the country together.
Hakuna cha kupembelezana. It is us versus them. Kama utaki tuende kwa election. Yes. Yes. Tuende kwa vote ya BBI. Na nikasema saa 4 tutakuwa tumechukua.
It is an initiative with benefits, some say. Oparanya, what will our women gain?
Hapana kukaa nyumbani na kuangalia watoto. Unaandika mtu wa kuangalia watoto. Na wewe unafanya kazi kule. Unapora mali na unaletea bwana yako.
He just said it will enable women kupora, steal en masse. Well, and they'll support it financially and all.
Mimi leo na declare I am ready to give 1 billion shillings for the BBI agenda to move forward. I have the money and we will do it.
Just call him Mr. Moneybags. By the way, Jim seems to be close, really close now to Babangina. Kendeke, a Maragoli man would ask.
Ati Orengo ndio ananipatia lecture how to respect Uhuru Kenyatta. Yani ndio anani lecture how to respect Uhuru Kenyatta.
If that surprises you, Kindiki, how about this? It's Millie Odhiambo. Here is Millie back then. And Millie today. Remember, UK is looking for Adhiambo Nyar Kisumu, who knows what else BBI could give birth to. And as this goes on, more predictions.
Na mimi nimeambia Wakenya, sijui Wakenya wasikiangi kwa nini. Vijana, mimi namwambia Ruto hata kuwa president. Don't waste your time.
Ah, Francis. At least here is one man we know will cease to be president. Reason? His votes he claims were stolen, just like in Africa.
We can't have an election stolen like this. And
He learned from the best, this man Trump. Back home, drama every day. Clearly, even among the pastoralists, there still exists an element of disagreement. But Sankok will not give up.
No pastoral issues. No pastoral issues.
And did you see, Baba Yao? It is a long road to redemption for the once flamboyant governor. It's a lonely, painful walk, and I guess he can no longer even throw a stone. And you ask why they'll do everything and anything to stay in power? Here is why. Emmanuel Juma, Bullseye, NTV.
Ida Waringa on the other side of this break with the sports news.
Leo Safaricom wanasherehekea miaka 20 na wewe. Piga star 444 star 20 hasi. Tumia shilingi 20 pekee utunukiwe 20 minutes na 20 MB.
Ah, Helen Paul.
Hello, madam. Would you like to join us on this mission?
Yes, but how?
Just one question for you. How do you keep your toilet clean?
I use regular detergent and bleach for washing and removing yellow stains. I've been using it for years.
Oh, madam, the regular detergents and bleach are used for washing clothes. To disinfect your toilet properly, you need Harpic 10X. It is specially made for germs and stains removal. Harpic's thick formula settles on stains and gives 10 times better cleaning compared to regular detergents and bleach.
Wow, now I'm convinced, Helen Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that she's part of the mission, the next house is yours.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
Pata kila kitu upendacho kwa M-Pesa kupitia star 334 hash.
Medical Training College will hold its 88th graduation ceremony on December 3rd, 2020, virtually at KMTC Graduation Square, Nairobi from 10 a.m. Graduates must pay a graduation fee of 2,500 to National Bank. KMTC, training for better health. In the Assistia Mitana Absa, the official banking partner of the EPL in Africa. Stand a chance to win 1 million Kenya shillings every month when you deposit into your Absa personal or business account. That's Absa. That's Africanacity.
Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Upgrade to Bonga Plus 20 to get 100 free minutes Airtel to Airtel, plus 10 additional minutes to all networks. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
Are you looking to settle your family in an affordable, clean and serene environment? Look no further than Garden of Joy in Machakos by Optiven. The project strategically sits between the Moa and Koma Hills, providing you with beautiful landscapes, fresh air, and a much-needed break from the hustle and bustle of the city. The Garden of Joy also comes with a jogging track, a meditation park, and a children's play area, making it the perfect location to set up your countryside home. Get your value-added plot at only 1.295 million shillings. We also have flexible payment options of up to 12 months. Call us today on 0790 300 300 or visit www.optivan.co.ke.
The baddest reggae showdown all over East and Central Africa. Jam Down KE comes to you straight ndani ya NTV kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 6. DJ Mo alongside Miss Katiwa.
We have a lined up show for you, and the guest, of course.
This is yours truly, Marcia Griffiths. I will be live on NTV. Jam Down.
This coming Saturday,
10 p.m. till late.
It's gonna be great. Don't miss it.
Collect your invoice from our cash office at Times Tower Banking Hall or City Hall and Makadara offices and pay today only through the Nairobi County Revenue Collection accounts at Cooperative Bank of Kenya. You stand to gain 100% from the 100% waiver extension.
NTV Sport in association with Showmax.
A very good evening to you, and we start things off with football. And with the current rules governing football changing almost every season, members of the national team have been taken through the laws of the game ahead of their two-leg AFCON qualifier against Comoros. Under the tutelage of FIFA referee Dr. Peter Wawero, the course is expected to put the players and the members of the technical bench up to date on the dynamic laws of the game. The first leg will be played at the Moi International Sports Complex, Kasarani, on November 11th. That will be at 7 p.m. under floodlights, before the second leg slated for November 15th away in Comoros.
We as the referees, we have been trained on the latest changes. We are going to implement it in a game, but it's not the referees playing. It is the players.
There are always some reviews of the rules. So some new rules are being formed while some are being taken away. So it's important to learn each and every time.
Because handball has been a major controversial issue. So these are things that at least now we've been able to be updated.
Great. Let's get a bit of a rugby fix now, and with the inaugural World Tens series. It's an international professional rugby tens tournament featuring privately owned teams that tour the globe, competing in pools and knockouts. Kenya 7-star Collins Injera, fellow Shujaz Oscar Auma, William Ambaka and Oscar Dennis are playing for the Cape Town-based side SX10. The team will compete in the knockout round on Saturday, taking on AP Dragons in one of 3 playoff matches. SX10 registered victory on Tuesday, with Injera scoring 2 crucial ties against Rhinos for a 24-5 win.
The Dragons, the Rhinos and SX10 will all...
Interesting indeed. And back to football, with the need to produce quality football talent in Kenya increasing, that with former players using their knowledge and skills to develop upcoming players, former Kenyan international Maurice Sunguti is using the Syokimau Soccer Academy to build on professionalism on and off the pitch in young players from Machakos County.
Vile nimecheza nje, football haina shortcut hata kidogo, lazima tuanzie development kutoka kwa youth. Especially kijana akipita kwa hizo 4 phases of football pillars, which is introductory, then kuna basic, then kuna intermediate, then kuna advanced. Niko sure akifika umri wa miaka 20-21 atakuwa amepata mafunzo mazuri ya kuweza kumsaidia kucheza mpira wa kulipwa.
And to the English Premier League, where Brighton is currently taking on Burnley in some Friday night football that will be followed by Southampton versus Newcastle at 11 p.m. East African time. And looking ahead to Saturday, Manchester United will look to make amends when they travel to Everton in the early kickoff. The Red Devils have had a bad week. They lost to the Gunners at Old Trafford before putting in another poor performance in their Champions League defeat in Turkey midweek. As for Everton, well, they have now picked
picked up only 1 point from their past 3 games, but should have the influential James Rodriguez back from injury for this one. In other fixtures, Crystal Palace host Leeds United, Chelsea play Sheffield, and West Ham take on Fulham. And sticking to matters international football, Mikel Arteta has called for the introduction of VAR in Europa League group games, despite Arsenal running out comfortable 4-1 winners against Molde. Arsenal had an Eddie Nketiah goal disallowed and had to come from behind for the second time in 3 group games. Unlike the Champions League, VAR is not being used. Ida Waringa, see you tomorrow.
NTV Sport in association with Showmax.
Thank you, Ida. And that concludes NTV Weekend Edition. But as always, the weekend is just getting started here on NTV. We have the trend up next. And on the other side of studio, I have DJ E. DJ E, what are your predictions as far as the U.S. election is concerned?
Need I say anything?
Well, as we conclude NTV Weekend Edition, there's only one song on my mind, and it's Georgia. Georgia. Maybe DJ can find some time to play us that song. Have a good evening.
This is NTV.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain.
If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
Parenting is all about learning when to be tough and when to be gentle. Tough, gentle. But when it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Tough call. Panadol Baby and Infant. Tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Rocky, rocker, rocky, rocker from Zion, I see.
The baddest reggae showdown all over East and Central Africa. Jam Down KE comes to you straight. Ndani ya NTV kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 6. DJ alongside Miss Katiwa.
We have a lined up show for you, and the guest, of course.
This is yours truly, Marcia Griffiths. I will be live on NTV. Jam Down.
This coming Saturday,
10 p.m. till late.
It's gonna be great. Don't miss it.
It's Coco.
Collect your invoice from our cash office at Times Tower Banking Hall or City Hall and Makadara offices and pay today only through the Nairobi County Revenue Collection accounts at Cooperative Bank of Kenya. You stand to gain 100% from the 100% waiver extension.
Kwa nini sheria ya jenda haifuatwi?
Mwanaume ni kichwa na kichwa ya mwanaume lazima ikuwe kichwa ngumu.
Mbona unapenda kuwa nagging hivyo eh?
Ni wewe ulifanya hii yote ikatokea wakati ulianza kutembea na ex wangu Rao.
Wewe unafikiria mimi na feel aje ex wangu akiwa rafiki yako?
Nimejaribu kukupenda lakini wewe haupendeki.
Umechapa mbaya. Si ni kawaida yetu mahasla kusota na kulia.
Just that I wanted a 6 billion loan with my account.
I'm sorry, but Facebook doesn't offer loans.
No, but I have an account with you.
We are Nation, Africa's independent media brand. We are committed to empowering all Africans, from the young to the old, from the curious to the educated, and from the heart of the cities to the rural areas. We are Nation. Join us, because if you want to get far, you do it together. Nation. Empower Africa.
Paul anaongea sana juu ya maisha yetu sisi, na anasema ya kwamba sisi wakati mwingi tunasukumwa mpaka mwisho, tunasukumwa, lakini mwisho wake anasema we are more than conquerors. Ningetaka kila mmoja ushike hilo neno, we are more than conquerors. Unaweza ukawa umesukumwa kila upande, unaweza ikawa kwa familia umefinyiwa, kwa biashara umesukumwa sana, lakini ningetaka niseme ya kwamba neno la Bwana limetupatia jina, or a title, we are more than conquerors.
What a relief! Thank you, Gold Crown.
If regular milk makes you feel uncomfortable, try Gold Crown lactose-free milk. Milk that loves you.
This is NTV.